Chapter 228. Grandpa Sheng looked at Muchichi, and Muchichi looked back at him with teary eyes. It was the first time that the grandpa and the granddaughter were so tense. I believe you. But Chichi, you shouldn't have hurt your elders, Grandpa Sheng said after a while. His eyes were blurry. That's a different matter. Apologize to your third aunt. She said that I'm a bastard. If she can apologize, I can too. In the past, I was slandered again and again in the Mu family. No one spoke up for me. Everyone hated me. Is everything going to happen again in the Shen family today? Muchichi was very determined. She replied in a domineering manner. That's right. Is it my fault that Shen Ruoi can't win Lin Muan's favor? Then Muchichi burst into tears. If you can't accept me, just tell me directly. I'll leave. Why do you have to humiliate me and hurt my heart? Grandpa, is this what you want to see? Xiaoqi. Huang Yu called Muchichi. She felt sorry for her. I'm unnecessary. I'll leave now. Then, Muchichi turned around and walked toward the gate without hesitation. At that moment, Grandpa Shen stood up from his seat. He said to Shen Ruai in front of everyone, apologize to Chichi. Why should I apologize to her? Shen Ruai was not convinced. Because you've wronged her. I didn't. Otherwise, why would Lin Muan be with Lu Qianqian? Muchichi could not bear it anymore. She took out her phone and called Lin Muan. Then she said in front of everyone, Lin Muan. Chichi. Lin Mu, and did not know that he had caused such a big commotion in the Shen family when he ignored Shen Ruoi. Can you tell me why you don't want to see Shen Ruoi? Lin Mu, and could hear the trembling in Muchichi's voice. He knew that it was not a simple matter. So he answered her. Muchichi pressed the speaker button. I only treat Ruai as my sister. I don't have any other thoughts. So, I think it's necessary for me to let Sister Ruai know my attitude. But she thinks that I'm trying to sow discord between you. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. What does it have to do with you? What about Qianqian? Have you been close to her lately? Muchichi, don't I even have the right to make friends? I got to know Lu Qianqian because of filming. We have some interactions, and she happens to be your friend. Besides, Lu Qianqian and I are just ordinary friends. But some people think that I asked Qianqian to seduce you, Muchichi said into the phone. They think that it's my fault that you ignore her. Isn't this a little funny? What does this have to do with you? If my words and actions have caused any misunderstanding, I will ask my grandfather to come and apologize to you. Thank you, Lin Muan. After that, Muchichi hung up the phone and looked at Shen Ruai. On the other hand, Shen Ruai looked terrible. You brought this embarrassment upon yourself. With that, she called Sheng Xiao. Can you come and pick me up? Hearing Muchichi's sad voice, Sheng Xiao immediately sat up on the sofa. Wait for me. No one knew who Muchichi was calling, but they could hear the sadness in her voice. Huang Yu put her hand on Muchichi's shoulder to comfort her. At the same time, she understood Grandpa Shen's predicament. Grandpa Shen knew that Xiao Qiqi was disappointed in him, because he did not stand up for her in time. So, she had to turn her back to him. Now the truth is right in front of us. Sun Suyan, Shen Ruoi, you have wronged Muchichi without distinguishing between right and wrong. You have blamed her for all these groundless crimes. What else do you want? Are the two of you clinging on to Qiqi? I've told you that she is just an outsider. She will never side with the Shen family. So, what if I wronged her? Can't she take this little punishment? If that's the case, why are you still standing with the Shen family? Get lost. You are the one who should get lost. When the two elders were quarreling, Shen Ruoi cried. I know that I am not as good as your sister in Muchichi's heart. But, you should think for me. Can't you ask Lu Qianqian not to come and make trouble for us? Muchichi did not want to talk to Shen Ruai at all. She turned her back to the Shen family. In just 15 minutes, Sheng Zhao's men came to the Shen family's courtyard. They took Muchichi from Huang Yu's hands. What's wrong? Muchichi did not say anything. Her eyes were red. It's them. Third brother's family said that Muchichi asked Lu Qianqian to seduce Lin Muan. So, Shen Ruoi could not be with Lin Muan. Sheng Xiao hugged Muchichi in front of the Shen family. Then, he said to Shen Ruoi, I am the one who told Lin Muan about you. Why? Do you want to settle the score with me? Shen Ruai was stunned. Everyone in the Shen family was stunned. Grandpa Shen, what did I say? The Sheng family can afford to raise Muqiqi. If you don't like her, I can take her away. You promised me that you will not let her be bullied in the Shen family. But how many times have you done that? You and I know what kind of person Shen Ruai is, and what kind of person Sun Suyin is. If you think that your compromise and Muqiqi's tolerance can balance the family, then we don't have to stay in the Shen family. But let me tell all of you, especially Shen Ruai, if I find out that you bullied Xiaoqi again, I will make sure that you have no place to stay in Jianchuan. I mean what I say. Let's go. Then Sheng Xiao wanted to leave with Muqiqi, but Muqiqi shook her head and walked toward Shen Ruai. Slap. It was another slap. Since I am wrongly accused, I will make sure that it is true. From today onwards, I will ruin your plan. With that, Muqiqi followed Sheng Xiao, and the two of them soon disappeared from the Shen family's residence. Muqiqi asked Sheng Xiao to come and pick her up. How sad must she be for her to do that? Grandpa Sheng could not say anything at this moment. He felt that there were always so many things happening in the family when Sun Suyin was around. Father, Huang Yu was worried about Grandpa Shen's health, so she called out to him. But Grandpa Shen waved his hand and said to Shen Ruoi and her daughter, both of you should move out. The Shen family will not keep you anymore. Sun Suyin and Shen Ruoi were shocked when they heard that. Grandpa. Chapter 229. Grandpa Shen stood up from the chair. He held his breath and walked to Sun Suyun. Before she could say anything, he slapped her face and shouted hysterically, Get lost! Get lost as far as you can! Then, Grandpa Shen's body fell down. The Shens were so frightened that they came forward to help him. Father! Grandpa! Shen Ruai wanted to help Grandpa Shen, but Shen Lin pushed her away. Because of you, the Shen family is in a mess. Grandpa has collapsed because of you. Are you happy now? Don't touch Grandpa. Shen Lin, ignore them. Send your grandpa to the hospital. Grandpa Shen wanted to speak for Muqiqi, but he could not, because he had been holding on. He was heartbroken when he saw what happened. He knew that Muqiqi was disappointed in him, but he did not want Sun Suyin to hold Xiaoqi's weakness against her. Muqiqi even hit him. Qiqi. Grandpa Shen kept calling Muqiqi's name when he was unconscious. Huang Yu was helpless, so she called Muqiqi. Qiqi, I know you are angry with your grandpa, but he has fainted. He is on the way to the hospital. Come and see him. Because of the phone call, Sheng Xiao suddenly changed his route home. Grandpa Shen was sent to the hospital for emergency treatment. The doctor checked him and knew that he was hurt. How can you make an old man so emotional? Normal people should not be able to take it. Are you trying to kill him? Fortunately, Grandpa Shen's life was not in danger, but he still did not wake up. After a while, Muqiqi arrived at the ward. She felt bad when she saw Grandpa Shen lying on the bed. Qiqi, actually Grandpa loves you, but the doctor said that he has not recovered from his cold. There is inflammation in his lungs. It has not happened yet. He is feeling very uncomfortable. After you left, Dad slapped Sun Suyin hard. Then, he asked them to leave the Shen family. He loves you. Don't be angry with him. Muqiqi walked to Grandpa Shen's bed and shook her head. I am not angry with him. Dad is old. There are many things that he can't do. He just wants you to be well. Muqiqi held the old man's hand. She understood that it was a lose-lose night. No one had the upper hand, especially when Grandpa Shen was hospitalized. Muqiqi took a deep breath. She took a long time to calm down. You must be tired today. Go back and rest. Shen Lin will take care of your grandfather. He will tell your grandfather that you are not angry with him. Late at night, Huang Yu patted Muqiqi's shoulder and comforted her. Don't think too much. Rest well. Muqiqi got up from the chair and went home with Sheng Xiao. But on the way home, she did not say a word. Xiao Xiao, Muqiqi. Don. Sheng Sheng. Sheng Xiao ran all the way with her. He was still angry about how she had been wronged just now, because the moment he received Muqiqi's call, Muqiqi's aggrieved tone was still in his heart. He could not forget it no matter how hard he tried. This little one had been with him for a long time. She had never felt so wronged. But tonight he heard it again. His heart felt like it was rolling in a pan of oil. The feeling of being tightly gripped was really torturous. So just now he ran red lights all the way. Muchichi did not say anything. It was not worth it for them. So she hugged Sheng Zhao's arm. Everything was the same when they reached home, because she believed that the mother and the daughter would be punished by God. Sun Suyan was still in a state of disbelief. Grandpa Shun had told her and Shen Ruai to move out of the Shun family. Although Elder Sheng had collapsed, he was serious about what he said. Mom, why are you still here? Shen Ruai asked Sun Suyan while holding the suitcase. Didn't you hear what Grandpa said? Ruai, your grandpa asked us to move out. Are we going to move out? Sun Suyan grabbed Shen Ruai's shoulder and shook it. I'm not leaving. I'm a part of the Shen family. But Grandpa is serious. We still have to leave when he comes back. No, I'm not leaving. I'll wait for him to come back. I beg him. I beg him not to let us wander outside alone. Sun Suyan cried. I didn't expect that your grandpa would chase us away, because of that bastard. Mom, maybe we've gone too far. Shen Ruai regretted. It seems that Muchichi has nothing to do with this. We've suffered a great loss now. Grandpa will never trust us anymore. Humph. I want to stay. I haven't found out the secret of that little B***tch. I'll stay until then. So the mother and daughter were shameless. They did not listen to Grandpa Shun's order. But they still had Shen Lin in the family. After they came back from the hospital, Shen Lin threw Shen Ruai and Sun Suyan's belongings out of the Shen family. Shen Lin, have you been bewitched by that little B***tch? How could you do this to me? Grandpa asked you to get out of the Shen family. Shen Lin did not just throw their luggage out. He even kicked them out of the Shen family. Because of you, the Shen family will never be peaceful again. Why don't you say that it's because of that little B***tch? I'll sew your mouth shut if you dare to say anything bad about Muchichi again. Get lost. After that, Shen Lin closed the main door of the Shen family and asked the guards at the door not to let them in. Sun Suyan did not expect that she would be thrown out of the Shen family. She was furious, but she could not do anything to Shen Lin. Mom, let's find a hotel nearby and wait for Dad to come back. Shen Ruai helped Sun Suyan up. Just you wait. I'll come back sooner or later. By then, I'll cut Muchichi into pieces. Moreover, she had just found out Muchichi's secret. How could she give up? But Lin Muan and Lu Qianqian felt bad about what happened in the Shen family, although it had nothing to do with them. But the Lin family came to Grandpa Shun's house early in the morning to apologize. Brother Shun, I'm sorry. I've made you suffer. Grandpa Lin apologized to his best friend. It's all my fault. She didn't do a good job. That's why it's a disaster. Muan, come and apologize to Grandpa Shun. Grandpa Shun, it's my fault. It's not your fault. Grandpa Shun waved his hand. But, how did you know that girl from the Lu family? Chapter 230. Grandpa, you've always taught me that I can't deny a person's entire life, just because he made one mistake. Moreover, Lu Qianqian is not a heinous person. Could it be that we can't even have normal contact, because of her bad reputation? You are just like Muchichi. Young people are not as rigid as us. Grandpa Shun stood up and spoke for Lin Muan. Since Grandpa Shun is speaking for you, I will forgive you for now. But you must know your place. It's better for you to stay away from a girl like Lu Qianqian. Grandpa, I know what I'm doing. Grandpa Lin snorted. This matter was over. But he still felt sorry for Shen Ruai. It's such a pity for Ruai. Grandpa Lin was not thinking about Shen Ruai. He was thinking about Muchichi. How could she trust him after she hurt Muchichi's feelings yesterday? Grandpa Shun, let's forget about the matter between Muan and Ruai, since the two of them quarreled with each other. Grandpa Shun nodded. I understand. You can't force a relationship. It's the children's business. Let them deal with it themselves. You're right. Lin Muan heaved a sigh of relief. But at the same time, he felt uncomfortable. In the eyes of the older generation, murder and arson were not as dirty as a girl getting pregnant and having a miscarriage. They would think that the girl was not a good girl. But to him, it was just a little Chili who met the wrong person. That was all. After old Master Lin and Lin Muan left, Huang Yu sat by the bed and told Grandpa Shun. Shun Lin threw the mother and daughter out of the Shun family. Dad, I know what you said in a fit of anger yesterday might not be true, but Shun Lin, it's good that he threw them out. Unexpectedly, Grandpa Shun agreed with Shun Lin's action. If we don't teach them a lesson, they will always be so shameless. They won't give up on Muchichi. Muchichi was wronged yesterday. She must be very sad. But she still came to see you when I called her. Although she was sad, she was not angry at you. I'm sorry for the child. I'm sorry for boss. Grandpa Shun sat on the bed and grabbed the quilt tightly. He could not let go of his feelings. When he thought about it, he hated Sensuyin even more. Chichi will understand. She can also tell that eighth brother cares about this child very much. Grandpa Shun did not say anything. It was exactly what he was worried about. Shen Jianchuan was indeed the person who knew him the best. Shen Ruai did not even have the chance to get close to Sheng Xiao in the past, but she was so infatuated with him. Chi-Chi had spent so much time with Sheng Xiao. How did she feel about Sheng Xiao? However, Grandpa Shen did not say it out loud. Shen Ruai and Sun Suyin had to stay in a nearby hotel for the night, because they were chased out of the house. When third elder of the Shen family came back from a business trip, he found out that his wife and daughter had been chased out of the house. Of course he was angry. Even if they were in the wrong, they were still a family. Was there a need to be so cruel? Third brother Shin went straight to the hotel and put his wife and daughter's luggage in the car. Let's go home. Dad, we were kicked out by Grandpa. You are my family. Who dares to chase you out? Come with me to the hospital. After that, third brother Shin brought his wife and daughter to the hospital. Then he went to Grandpa Shin's ward. You stand here. I will go in. Third brother Shin stopped his wife and daughter outside the ward. After he entered the ward, he questioned Grandpa Shin. Dad, I did not come back for one night. Why did my wife and daughter get chased out of the Shin family? Third brother, Dad has just recovered. Don't be angry at him. Huang Yu immediately said to third brother Shin. I cannot be angry at you, Dad. But I will bring Ruai and Xian home now. Is it necessary for our family to end up like this? Dad, you're forcing me to be enemies with Muchichi. Grandpa Shin pointed at third brother and said, You should move out too. Dad, who asked you not to take care of your wife and daughter? You are taking advantage of my old age to do whatever you want in the Shin family. You accuse this person and provoke that person. Do you want me to die? Grandpa Shin was ruthless. He said the toughest words. Either you stay and they go, or the three of you get lost. Dad, I will discipline them. Please give us another chance. If they really do it again, it won't be too late for you to kick us out. Just for Rui's sake, you can't let your granddaughter wander outside, can you? You wanted to bring Muchichi back, because you don't want the bloodline of the Shin family to wander outside, right? Grandpa Shin remained silent for a while. Finally he said, It is not impossible for them to come back. But the mother and daughter must apologize to Muchichi in front of her. They must promise that they will not do it again. Otherwise there is nothing to talk about. All right. I will ask them to apologize to Muchichi. In front of me. It's a deal. Third brother Shin had no choice but to leave the ward with Grandpa Shin's condition. He told the mother and daughter about it. But such a condition was worse than letting Sun Suyin die. Last night, Muchichi had slapped both mother and daughter in a row. I would rather die than bow down to this ****. Just bear with it for now. You can find a chance to teach her a lesson in the future. Do you want to wander outside? Sun Suyin thought for a while. She suppressed her disgust and nodded. I will bear with her this time. It was because she and Shun Ruai had found the place where Muchichi was fooling around with other men. Once they got the evidence, she would ask Muchichi to kneel down in front of Grandpa Shin. Ruai, what do you say? Third brother Shin asked his daughter. I will listen to you. She did not have the temper to live outside. Moreover, it would be difficult to deal with Muchichi after she left the Shin family. If that's the case, find a time to apologize to Muchichi personally. Moreover, the two of you should behave yourselves from now on. Don't pick on Muchichi in front of Dad. You know very well that she is his favorite. Humph. Senseiyan snorted. What favorite? If Grandpa Shin knows about Muchichi's true colors, I'm afraid he will stab his own eyes. You can say it when you get the evidence. Otherwise, you will suffer in silence like what happened yesterday. Just wait and see. Chapter 231. Actually, Muchichi knew very well that it was almost impossible to drive the mother and daughter out of the house after what happened last night. After all, they did not do anything wrong. Moreover, Grandpa was still angry, but for the mother and daughter to lower themselves to apologize to her, she felt that she could accept it, because it had nothing to do with her. So she replied, Huang Yu, I will come over after class. Then Muchichi sent a message to Sheng Xiao. She told him that she would go to the hospital after class. Sheng Xiao did not say anything else. He only said, Don't let me hear your sad voice again. I will lose control. She saw Sheng Xiao losing his temper last night, but she did not want him to lose control again. I will not show any mercy to the mother and daughter. You better. Muchichi's sad voice last night kept replaying in Sheng Xiao's mind. When he thought of it, he wanted to take out his gun and kill her. How would you feel if a few pieces of trash touched something that you treasured so much? Muchichi smiled and pocketed her phone. His loss of control last night had made her realize even more deeply how deep his feelings for her were. In the past, she always thought that she had given more feelings to him. But when she thought of Sheng Xiao's anxious expression last night, she suddenly felt that she was too stupid and naive. After the incident with Shun Ruai, Lin Mu, and still texted Lu Qianqian as usual. But Lu Qianqian ignored him. TSK. Did I offend you, little pepper? Lu Qianqian read the message, but she did not reply, because she could imagine what kind of words they would say when she was mentioned. She was a delinquent. Shameless. She should stay away from her. Because of that, when Muchichi did not care about what others thought of her, and still treated her as a good friend, she swore that no man would be able to replace Muchichi in her heart. She could not have a man, but she must not let her friend down. Lin Muan looked at his phone and did not reply. Actually, he could guess the answer. They were all adults. They did not need to be so naive, because many problems were very practical. Since they were people from two different worlds, there was no need to forcefully link them together. What was the point of adding unnecessary harm? Of course, Lu Qianqian had also considered Lin Mu An's suggestion that day. Since she could no longer go abroad, she should take on the responsibility of the family. So Lu Qianqian took the initiative to tell Papa Lu, Dad, I will learn how to do business from you in the future. Pleased, Papa Lu smiled lovingly at Lu Qianqian. No matter what outsiders think of my daughter, I will always be proud of you. Dad, don't worry. I won't let you down. Because no one could rely on their youth to constantly make mistakes and not grow. Soon, the sun set in the west, and the blood-red rays of the setting sun were reflected on the tall buildings of the hospital. At that moment, Muchichi was already at the door of Grandpa Sheng's ward with a medical book in her hand. Chichi, you're here. Come in. Huang Yu saw Muchichi through the crack in the door, and quickly said to her. Muchichi pushed the door open, and saw Grandpa Shen lying on the bed. Senseiyan and Shun Ruai were standing beside the bed. It seemed that they were ready to apologize. Xiaoqi, Grandpa. Muchichi put down the book and sat beside Grandpa Sheng. Where's the one who should apologize? Grandpa Sheng did not turn his head, but he was hinting at Senseiyan and Shun Ruai. Senseiyan took a deep breath. Although she was not happy, she could only endure it. She looked at Shun Ruai, and turned her body slightly to look at Muchichi. Chichi, it's my fault last night. I wronged you. I hope you won't take it to heart. I'm sorry. Chichi, I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have wronged you. I won't do it again. Please forgive us. It was a very stiff sentence. It was as if she had memorized her lines beforehand. It did not sound like she was apologizing sincerely. Of course, Muchichi did not look at them. She lowered her head and said, You're just afraid of being chased out of the house. So, you had to endure it this time. It doesn't matter whether I forgive you or not. What do you mean by it won't happen again? Only you believe it when you say it. But I have to respect Grandpa. I won't pursue it anymore. But if it happens again, I won't be polite. There won't be a next time. Sun Suyin smiled apologetically, but she kept reminding herself to endure it. Anyway, this little bitch would not be arrogant for long. Chi-Chi, trust me. I'll discipline them well, Shin Qianqian quickly promised her. Otherwise, I won't have the face to see Dad anymore. Since you've apologized, get out of here. Chi-Chi and I don't want to see you anymore. Grandpa Shun held Mu Chi-Chi's hand and said to Shin Qianqian and his family. Shin Qianqian did not say anything else. He left the ward with his wife and daughter. When they were at a place where the Shuns could not see them, Shin Qianqian said, "Let's move back now. We don't want Mu Chi-Chi to play tricks on us and make Grandpa Shun change his mind." In the ward, Chi-Chi, Shin Qianqian and his family are like this. I'm sorry that you've been wronged. Why do you have to be hospitalized because of anger? Is it just to make me feel bad? Mu Chi-Chi's eyes were red. You shouldn't be so agitated no matter how I fight with the Shin family. You're already so old. Why are you still getting involved? Are you trying to make me feel guilty? Grandpa Shun's hands were trembling. He patted Mu Chi-Chi's head. I didn't dote on you for nothing. Shin Qianqian and his family only cared if they would be chased out of the house when they saw him hospitalized. They were worried that they would get nothing. But Xiaoqier was different. She was really concerned about his health. If I fight with them again in the future, you can just hide in the pond. I'll just tear the roof off the Shin family's house. I'll just put the roof back on. Grandpa Shin smiled weakly. Huang Yu sat at the side and cried quietly. Mu Chi-Chi was really a sentimental child. Compared to her, Shin Qianqian and his family seemed to be heartless. Fortunately, Grandpa Shin knew that he would be treated sincerely by his granddaughter if he could tell right from wrong. Otherwise, he would regret it for the rest of his life. Just wait and see. That family is still going to make trouble. Grandpa Shin understood it very well. Sheng Xiao was right about something last night. He hoped that the family could be balanced. But there would always be people who had endless desires. It was time to make a choice. Even if Shin Qianqian and his family were no longer part of the Shin family, he believed that Mu Chi-Chi would be able to bear the burden of being the head of the family. But was there any relationship between her and Sheng Xiao that beyond being a benefactor? Chapter 232. Sun Suyin arranged for someone to follow Mu Chi-Chi from the school to the new house. She wanted to wait for the wild man to show up. She thought that Sun Suyin and Shen Ruai would restrain themselves after being taught a lesson, but she had underestimated their determination to deal with her. The tutor I hired for you will come to your house to tutor you from tomorrow onwards. Sheng Xiao took the chance to tell her when they were at home. The security guard at the door will help you. The security guard thought that the tutor was Mu Chi-Chi's man. He pointed him out to Sun Suyin and asked her to take a photo. He thought that the tutor was the man who lived with Mu Chi-Chi. Then, the tutor would come to her house to tutor her at a fixed time every day. Sun Suyin thought that the tutor would come home at the same time every day. Then, she would bring Grandpa Shen to catch them in the act. As for Jing Yun, he blocked the identity of the tutor, so that Sun Suyin would not be able to find out his background. Then, he arranged for another child to tutor Mu Chi-Chi every day. So, it would not be difficult for a man and a woman to talk to each other. If Sun Suyin dared to tell Grandpa Shen about it, she would be kicked out of the Shen family. As for the information of the villa, Sheng Xiao had temporarily transferred it to Lu Wenhua's name, so that he could deal with Grandpa Shen's investigation. The security guard at the entrance of the villa would cooperate with him. Sun Suyin and Shen Ruai would bring Grandpa Shen to their house. Everything was ready. Sun Suyin also got the man's photo. Not only that, she also got a photo of Mu Chi-Chi and the man walking out of the villa together. Sun Suyin thought that she would not take action immediately. She wanted to investigate the man's background first. She wanted to give Mu Chi-Chi a fatal blow. She wanted Mu Chi-Chi to never be able to make a comeback in front of Grandpa Shen. But she could not find anything. And because she could not find anything about the man, Sun Suyin became even more suspicious. The more he did not want others to know about it, the more suspicious it would be. 2 days later, Grandpa Shen was discharged from the hospital. Sun Suyin and Shinrui quietly went to the hospital to fetch Grandpa Shin. But they did not say a word during the whole process. It seemed that they had learned their lesson, but they were plotting something behind their backs. Muchichi knew what the mother and daughter were planning, and was waiting for them to make their move. But this time, the mother and daughter managed to keep their composure. Grandpa Shin also found it strange. With Sun Suyin's personality, how could she not cry or make a fuss? One could imagine how big of a secret was hidden behind her current silence. On the night when Grandpa Shin returned to the Shin family, he told Shinrui directly at the dining table. Old Lin came to me personally and told me about the matter between you and Lin Muin. Just let it go. That guy doesn't like you. You can't force him. Yes, Grandpa. Shinrui was calm. Grandpa Shin stole a glance at Sun Suyin and realized that she did not say a word. Why aren't you speaking when it's your turn to speak? I have talked to Ruai about this a long time ago. We are not going to marry into the Lin family. Sun Suyin appeared to be calm, but she was actually panicking. I hope that you really want to understand and not do some dirty tricks behind my back. Grandpa Shin reminded him while he was eating. Third brother, don't forget what you promised me. If this mother and daughter cause trouble in the Shin family again, please get out of the Shin family. I have accepted it. Even without you, I still have eldest brother, second brother, and youngest brother. Third brother looked at his wife and daughter and nodded. Don't worry, father. Because he could feel that Grandpa Shin was not willing to put his energy on the mother and daughter anymore. He was completely disappointed. Sun Suyin did not say anything, but she felt upset. She obviously hated Muchichi to the core. Shinrui wanted to tell Grandpa Shin what kind of person Muchichi was, but Sun Suyin stopped her. It's not the right time yet. Let's wait for Grandpa Shin to calm down first. I'm afraid that Muchichi will notice it. We can't do that. Didn't you hear what Grandpa Shin said? If we cause trouble again, he will drive me out. We will do it when he is in a better mood. Shinrui was very angry. She was filled with hatred when she thought about how she slapped her that night, and how she spoke to Muchichi in the hospital. And Lin Muin. How could he choose a pair of used shoes instead of her, a pure and innocent young lady? She felt terrible when she thought about the humiliation. She needed to find a stronger backer, so that those who had humiliated her would all regret it. These few days Lin Muin tried to tease Lu Qianqian with words, but she did not respond to him. Was this little pepper really angry? Did she not want to play with him anymore? Lin Muin felt that he should give up now. Lu Qianqian's attitude was very obvious. So there was nothing else he could do. He could only lose a friend. The filming of Reuniting the Mirror was ready, but the producer told him that the person who replaced Lu Qianqian was not going to act in the role. So they had to find another actor. Lin Muin wanted Lu Qianqian to act in the role again. But according to Lu Qianqian's character, she would not return. She would not accept his invitation. After thinking about it, Lin Muin felt strange. Why did he always try to get involved with Lu Qianqian? It was not a good sign. Then Lin Muin deleted Lu Qianqian's number from his phone. It was not fun to play such a dangerous game. Actually, after Lu Qianqian agreed to be Papa Lu's successor, she had to start training as a private tutor. To her, Lin Muin was just a person she knew among thousands of people. Moreover, she had her pride. Even if she had an abortion and her reputation was ruined, she would not throw herself at a man. These few days, Grandpa Shin was thinking about changing Muchichi's surname. It was because Sun Suyin kept saying that Muchichi did not have the same surname. He also wanted Muchichi to return to the family. So Grandpa Shin discussed it with the Shin family at the dining table. Shin Jinyin and his family did not have any objection. They felt that it was reasonable. But Sun Suyin and the others had different opinions. If they changed Muchichi's surname, it seemed that Shinrui would have to give way to Muchichi from now on. She would have to give up her position as the eldest daughter of the Shin family. So Sun Suyin did not look happy, but she held it in. Chapter 233. I don't mind. Sun Suyin quickly expressed her attitude. Although you don't mind, I don't think so. Dad, I can't do anything if you say so. Sun Suyin took the opportunity to leave the dining table. She had not found a chance yet. If she found one, she would let everyone see how shameless and audacious Muqiqi was in the outside world. Dad, Suyin did not say anything. Moreover, you don't have to be so aggressive just because of Muqiqi. Shen Qianqian could not stand it anymore. He put down the bowl that he just picked up. This is my home. I can force whoever I want. Shen Qianqian had no choice but to leave the table. He could not stay in the house anymore because of the current atmosphere. When Shen Qianqian returned to his room, Sun Suyin was wiping her tears. She cried even harder when she saw her husband. What does your father mean? Since he asked us to come back, he treated us with such an attitude. Is he trying to force us to leave, so that Muqiqi can come in openly? Isn't he still angry? Does your father know what Muqiqi has done outside? Sun Suyin asked Shen Qianqian loudly. Lower your voice. Do you really want to be kicked out of the Shen family? Sun Suyin stopped talking. She could not stand it anymore. She wanted Muqiqi to die a horrible death tomorrow. She did not believe that Grandpa Shen would remain indifferent when he saw Muqiqi's debauchery. So she had to hold it in for the time being. Muqiqi had been waiting for Sun Suyin to make a move. But this time, Sun Suyin was really patient. She was the one who lost her patience. Sheng Xiao saw that Muqiqi was restless at home. So he held her butt and spanked her. Are you still itchy now? Muqiqi covered her butt and looked at Sheng Xiao sadly. Xiao Xiao, I will be very anxious if I don't let this matter go. Shen Jianchuan was right. Grandpa must be suspicious about her relationship with Xiao Xiao. He just did not want to believe it or prove it. She wanted Sun Suyin to jump into the trap as soon as possible, so that Grandpa Shen would be at ease. My mom asked me to take you to Sheng Mansion. Do you want to go? However, Sheng Xiao did not answer her about Sun Suyin. Instead, he threw another bomb at her. Meeting the Sheng family? Muqiqi promptly straightened up from the sofa and stared at Sheng Xiao. I don't think I'm ready. I don't know the Sheng family at all. And there are so many people in your family. Sheng Xiao chuckled when he saw how nervous she was. You'll have to go in sooner or later. And since it's my mother's arrangement, you won't meet too many Shengs. It's just that she wants to go to the resort and find someone to play with. Since you're so nervous, I'll ask Jing Yin to reject her. But will she be unhappy? You're busy with your studies. That's the best excuse. With that, Sheng Xiao stroked Muqiqi's hair to comfort her. This little one was nervous at the mention of the Sheng family. It seemed that the Sheng family was giving her a lot of pressure. They remained silent for a long time. Then Muqiqi raised her head and looked at Sheng Xiao. I'm a coward, aren't I? Sheng Xiao did not say anything. He hooked his arm around her neck and pulled her closer to him. Then he kissed her. An ugly daughter-in-law will have to meet her in-laws sooner or later. But the chances of your family acknowledging our relationship is only 1 in 100,000. Muqiqi retorted. If that's the case, do you still want to be with me? Sheng Xiao raised his eyebrows. I won't leave you. Sheng Xiao could not bear to tease her anymore. He pressed her head into his arms. I don't need anyone's permission to be with you. Muqiqi could not help but smile when she heard that. She felt so sweet in her heart. In order to make the plan go smoothly tomorrow, Sun Suyin tossed and turned in bed for the whole night. She could not sleep well. It was because it was a life-and-death battle for her and Shen Ruoi. If Muqiqi did not die, they would die. To ensure that Grandpa Shen would catch Muqiqi and that man together, Sun Suyin asked the student to wait outside the villa. Once the man was back, she would send a text message to the Shen family and inform them to go and watch the show. If you want to see Muqiqi's real face, go to XX Place, XX Villa. The show is going on. Everyone in the Shen family received the text message, including Shen Ruoi and Sun Suyin. Father, I suddenly received this. Huang Yu rushed to the study room and looked for Grandpa Shen. Grandpa, I received it too. Shen Lin passed the text message to Grandpa Shen. Grandpa Shen's face darkened. He immediately thought of Sun Suyin and her mother. But they received the text message too. Sun Suyin, have you forgotten what I told you before? You are stirring up trouble again. Father, I received the same text message too. Don't accuse me without any reason. Isn't it the same as how we wronged Muchichi the other day? I don't know who sent it. Sun Suyin explained immediately. If someone did not do it on purpose, how could they know our phone number? How would I know? I received it too. Father, I think we should go and have a look at this place first. Huang Yu stopped Grandpa Shen from quarreling with Sun Suyun. She was afraid that Grandpa Shen would fall sick again. Moreover, we have to see Muchichi first, before we can verify what is going on. The old man snorted loudly. The intimate photos of Muchichi and the man in the mobile phone were very obvious. This kind of bait was good enough. Huang Yu, arrange a car immediately. We'll go and take a look at Chi-Chi now, Grandpa Shen said to Huang Yu. Then he turned around. But if this is just a rumor, then no matter who did it, I'll put the blame on you. Grandpa Shen pointed at Sun Suyun and said. But if you're trying to stir up trouble again, then no matter who did it, I'll put the blame on you. Sun Suyun and Shen Ruoi looked at each other. As long as they could lure Grandpa Shen to find out Muchichi's real face, they would be successful. She did not believe that Grandpa Shen would still have the mood to trouble her, when he knew that he was fooled by Muchichi. Huang Yu looked at Sun Suyun meaningfully. It was too obvious. She did not believe that the mother and daughter were innocent. But she believed in Muchichi's character. She wanted to see the mother and daughter being chased out of the Shen family once again. Therefore, the group of people, each with their own thoughts, set off towards the villa in a grandiose manner. Chapter 234. When they arrived at the villa, the security guard at the entrance stopped the two cars. After all, it was a private house. It was not a public place. Shen Lin was in charge of communicating with the security guard. He placed his right hand on the security guard's shoulder and pointed at Grandpa Shen in the car. He said to the security guard, I'll tell you his identity secretly. Send someone to verify it. Then, tell me which villa this girl lives in. We're going to see her. She's Grandpa Shen's granddaughter. Now that she's in danger, you don't want anything bad to happen to the villa when you're on duty, do you? The security guard lowered his head and looked at Grandpa Shen through the window. He took the identity card and the phone from Shen Lin and turned around to verify it. After confirming Grandpa Shen's identity, he was shocked. He quickly told Shen Lin which villa Muchichi lived in. Then he let them pass. After that, Shen Lin returned to the car. But Sun Suyun said sarcastically, Shen Lin is so protective of Muchichi. I'm afraid that the security guard has already informed him. I don't think that Muchichi has done anything shameful. So, she won't know that we're going to the villa tonight. Shen Lin explained. But you third aunt, someone sent us a message. He asked us to come and see Muchichi. Why do you look so excited? Is there a conspiracy behind this? Whether there is a conspiracy or not, we'll know when we go and see her. Grandpa has made it clear. If Muchichi did not spread those rumors in the message, you and Shen Ruai will be kicked out of the Shen family this time. Sun Suyun was not scared. Moreover, she had followed Muchichi for a long time. If she did not have any evidence, how would she dare to lure Grandpa Shen to the villa? You should worry about Muchichi. Brother, this has nothing to do with us. Shen Ruai explained to Shen Lin. We've promised Dad that we won't cause any trouble in the Shen family. So we'll keep our promise. But who would believe what Shen Ruai said? At least, second brother and his family did not believe it. Soon, the two cars found the house number of Muchichi's villa. Seeing that the lights in the villa were on, they were sure that there must be someone inside. However, whether it was Muchichi and that man, they would only know if they went in. Grandpa Shen glanced at Shen Lin and signaled him to knock on the door. However, Sun Suyun stood in front of Shen Lin and stopped him. What if he alerts Muchichi? We are already at the door. Why are you reminding me? Although Shen Lin said so, he still took 2 steps back and let Sun Suyun knock on the door. No one knew what was going on behind the door, and whether Muchichi was living with a man. Sun Suyun stared at Shen Lin. She walked to the front of the villa and rang the doorbell. Soon, a man walked out and opened the door for the Shuns. When the Shuns realized that this was the man in the photo, their facial expressions changed. However, Sun Suyun was smiling coldly and proudly. Who are you looking for? The man asked the Shin family curiously. Father, did you see it? It seems that someone sent a message to us. He is not lying. He is already in the villa. Since Muchichi is living with a man, it is impossible for her to escape from this, right? Sensuyin looked at the man who was crossing his arms. He was not afraid at all when he said those sarcastic words. May I know who you are looking for? Do you know that you are trespassing on private property? Huang Yu glanced at Shin Lin. Shin Lin understood what Huang Yu meant. So he pulled Sensuyin away and explained to the man. We are Muchichi's family. We are here to see her. You are living with Muchichi. Don't you know her relationship with the Shin family? Sensuyin provoked him. You are right. A bastard and a man are a match. The man listened for a long time before he understood what Sensuyin was talking about. He was furious. He pointed at Sensuyin and said, Who are you? How can you talk nonsense without knowing the truth? Don't be in a hurry to deny it. Just let us in to see what's going on. Sensuyin raised her eyebrows. This is a private property. I don't know how you came in. I must confirm your identity first. The man pushed his glasses up. He looked at everyone with suspicion and anger. What else is there to confirm? This is Muchichi's grandfather. Sensuyin pointed at Grandpa Shun and said to the man, The security guards let us in. What else do you have to suspect? Father, let's go in. It's better not to believe this man's words. Let me tell you, don't look down on Muchichi. She is living with a man at the age of 18. She is the most shameless person. Grandpa Shun's face was tense. He did not say a word. No matter how Sensuyin tried to provoke him, he did not say a word. The rest of the Shin family did not say anything either. After all, they had not seen Muchichi yet. Sensuyin seemed to be the one telling the story. You can't go in. The man stretched his hand to stop Sensuyin, but Sensuyin pushed him away. Go away. Then she went into the villa first. After that, Grandpa Shun and the others followed her into the villa. But what they saw was not a scene of a man and a woman living together. It was Muchichi and another girl of the same age. They were tutoring at home. When Muchichi saw the Shun family, she put down the notebook in her hand and stood up. Grandpa, why are you here? They did not see anything unsightly between Muchichi and a man. Instead, they saw Muchichi was studying hard. Shouldn't it be a scene of catching an adulterer? It was fine if it was not a scene of love. But there was not even the most common smell of life. Shen Lin immediately walked in front of Muchichi under Huang Yu's instruction. He said, Someone is slandering you for living with a man. So, all of us came here to watch a good show. Chi-Chi, I'm going to walk around the villa now. I don't want some people to make a fuss about it. Muchichi's eyes darkened. But she nodded. All right. Shen Lin moved quickly. He looked around the whole place. Then he went downstairs and told everyone. There is nothing that belongs to a man. Of course not. I'm their tutor. The man who was slandered immediately explained. I come here on time every afternoon. It's not what you think. I'm going to sue you for slandering me. The tutor pointed at Sensuyin and said loudly. Well, Sensuyin was dumbfounded. She looked at Shunruai. Chapter 235. Sensuyin's palms were sweating when she saw that. Grandpa Shung's face was tense. He sat on the sofa in the living room of the villa. Chi-Chi, tell me quickly. What is going on? Aren't you staying with your aunt in a small villa? Why do you have a house here? And you didn't tell me about it? Chi-Chi listened to Huang Yu's question. She looked at Grandpa Shung and explained to him. This house belongs to my uncle. It's very close to Shengting University. It's convenient for me to go to school. If you don't believe me, you can check the ownership of this villa. Do I need to tell others about the things my uncle gave me? I didn't tell you because I don't think it's necessary. It's just a temporary place to stay. My uncle just let me stay here recently. Is there a need to make such a big fuss? I see. But someone has an ulterior motive. He thinks that you are living with a man. Huang Yu pointed at Sensuyin with her chin. Chi-Chi looked at Sensuyin coldly. Third aunt, I'm not living with a man. You can go around the villa and see if you can find a man. Sensuyin was stunned. The person in front of you used to be a forensic doctor from the criminal police. He comes to teach me every day, just so that I can master the practical knowledge of forensic science. Besides, there are also students from Shengting University who attend my lessons every day. What do you think I am? Why are you asking me? I'm not the one who said that you are living with a man. Someone sent a message to all of us. Sun Suyin started to act shamelessly. She did not want to admit that it was related to her. Besides, everyone is just here to confirm it. It's great that you are innocent. Why are you still holding on to me? If that's the case, go back. It's just a false alarm. Stop. Mu Qiqi stopped Sun Suyin when she turned around. Do you think that you can come and go as you please in someone else's house? What else do you want me to do? Sun Suyin turned around and asked Mu Qiqi. I told you that it has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with you. Mu Qiqi sneered and stood up. I don't think so. Since you think it's related to me, then show me the evidence. Sun Suyin did not plan to admit defeat at all. Even if she did not find anything, she had used someone else's phone number to send the message. She destroyed the phone number after that. Mu Qiqi would not be able to find anything. You're quite confident. Don't tell me that the Shen family's information was leaked by yourself. Who has privacy now? Isn't it easy for them to investigate our family? Sun Suyin was not flustered at all. She was determined to deny everything. I was wondering why you kept stalking my classmate for the past few days. I'm afraid it's because of what you did today, right? Mu Qiqi took out her phone and played the video. Yesterday, the security guard at the door told me to be careful because someone was following me. He even showed me this video. I didn't know what the other party's purpose was, but, Grandpa, you came today. Whether it has nothing to do with you, third aunt, you can ask this classmate to confront her. Since you're here today, don't think that you can get out easily. Sun Suyin did not expect Mu Qiqi to have a video. She quickly signaled Shen Ruai with her eyes. Shen Ruai stood up for Sun Suyin when she saw that. Qiqi, it's not that I want to scold you. Why didn't you investigate it earlier when you knew that someone was following you? Or, are you doing this on purpose, so that we will be kicked out of the Shen family? Is that what you're planning? Do you mean that I've written and directed this show just to target you and your daughter? Isn't that the case? Today, I finally know what it means to be the guilty party who accuses the victim first. I was tutoring at home when the Shen family indiscriminately barged in and said that I was living with a man. Grandfather, don't tell me that you want to believe that mother and daughter again? Mu Qiqi turned around and asked Grandpa Shen. I told you that I noticed someone was following me, but I'm not sure what their purpose is. Did I purposely direct this show myself? Don't try to hurt yourself. You have to make Grandpa believe you every time. Since you can't show us any evidence, we can assume that you've planned all this. Shen Ruai continued to attack. Mu Qiqi opened her mouth and was about to retort when Su Zipei called her. Qiqi, I got the results of the surveillance around the villa. Come home tomorrow. Mu Qiqi was about to retort when Su Zipei called her. Aunt, I'm in trouble now. Can you come over? Mu Qiqi felt wronged. Okay. Su Zipei only said one word. Then she told Lu Wenhua. It seems that the Shen family is here. Qiqi needs our help. Let's go. Let's go. Lu Wenhua took his coat and left with Su Zipei. On the other hand, Shen Qiqi thought that Mu Qiqi did not have any evidence because Sun Suyin and her daughter were shameless enough to distort the truth. Dad, Mu Qiqi is plotting against you. Why are you all so stupid? She's just putting on a show for you. Maybe she's just taking away the things of the men in the house and pretending to be studying to deceive you. Sun Suyin was getting more and more serious as she talked. She did not want to let go of Mu Qiqi. Dad, anyone can see that someone wants to frame Mu Qiqi, but she failed. So she's trying to frame Mu Qiqi. If Qiqi was not in class but doing something else and was really misunderstood, her scheme would have succeeded. If she did not succeed, she could then turn around and accuse Qiqi of framing her and chasing her away. She would be in the right anyway. Would there still be any justice? Huang Yu could not help but speak out for justice. What? Huang Yu, you're on Mu Qiqi's side. Of course, you'll speak for her. But, don't forget that Mu Qiqi can even defeat Rong Junhan. Not to mention you. Sun Suyin said to Huang Yu. This girl is very powerful. Dad, you should say something too. Huang Yu was worried. Shenlin. Grandpa Shen did not say anything else. He just asked Shenlin to bring the classmate to the villa, according to the information provided by Muqiqi. But Sun Suyin stopped him. Dad, the classmate is also Muqiqi's friend. What if Muqiqi colluded with him to frame me? Sun Suyin rolled her eyes. Chapter 236. Fine. Since you said that you are not slandering me, what will you say if I can show you the evidence that you and your daughter framed me? I will leave the Shen family now. I will not say a word. Sun Suyin said confidently. You said it. Then Muqiqi turned to Grandpa Shen. Please wait for me for 10 minutes. What if you slander us? Sun Suyin was not stupid. Since Muqiqi had made a request, they wanted to get something out of it. I will leave the Shen family from now on. I will never appear in the Shen family again. You said it too. The two of them confronted each other. None of them wanted to give in. It was because Sun Suyin did not believe that Muqiqi could show any evidence. Muqiqi was just playing a psychological game. She was betting on whether Grandpa Shen would believe her. They sat in the living room and waited. Muqiqi asked the tutor and her classmates to go home. But the tutor did not look good after being slandered. When he left, he still said that he wanted to suit Sun Suyin. Sun Suyin was not afraid. She wanted to sue Muqiqi. Anyway, the most important thing was to win against Muqiqi. There was nothing that could not be solved with money. Everyone waited in the house. 10 minutes passed. Another 10 minutes passed. However, the evidence did not come. Sun Suyin laughed out loud this time. Muqiqi, have you used up all your tricks? I have given you 20 minutes. You still can't show me anything. Shouldn't you keep your promise and never step into the Shen family? At this moment, Su Zipei and Lu Wenhua arrived at the villa. They had a complicated expression when they saw the Shen family. Chichi, what is going on? Aunt, I will tell you everything later. But now, tell me the result of the investigation. You told me that you were being followed yesterday. So, I went to check the surveillance cameras around the villa to see if I could find any clues. Then I found this. Su Zipei took out her phone and showed it to Muqiqi. Muqiqi passed the phone to Grandpa Shen after she finished reading it. This is the surveillance footage for 5 days. For the past 5 days, Sun Suyin had been sneaking around outside the villa. It was a fact. Take a look for yourself. After Grandpa Shen finished reading it, he threw the phone to Sun Suyin. Sun Suyin's facial expression changed when she saw it. Don't tell me that Chi-Chi was the one who arranged for you to stay in the villa. No, father. She's the one who framed me. Otherwise, why would she know to look for the surveillance camera? Sun Suyin tried to argue. I don't know you at all. It was the villa's security who told Chi-Chi that someone was following her yesterday. That's why I went to the villa's security to check the surveillance footage. I wanted to see if I could find any clues. Could it be that I can predict that something like this would happen tonight? Aren't you being too unreasonable? Furthermore, even now, I still don't know what exactly happened. Everyone in the Shen family saw how Sun Suyin was waiting for them in the villa. I was wondering why you lured everyone here. So you went to check on Chi-Chi's absence from the villa for a few days. You think that Chi-Chi is living with a man, just because you saw her going in and out with a man. Sun Suyin, are you still going to deny it? Could it be that Chi-Chi ordered you to wait outside the villa to be filmed, so that you could frame yourself? Sun Suyin did not expect that Su Zipei would send her the surveillance footage. She thought that she would succeed this time. Sun Suyin could not deny it when she saw the footage. It was because she was the only person in the footage. There was no one else. Continue to deny it. Grandpa Shen shouted. You and your daughter are in cahoots with each other. You're so despicable. How could you put on a show for the whole night? Sun Suyin swallowed her saliva nervously. At this moment, she could not explain herself anymore. Say it. You were so proud just now. Why can't you say anything now? Shen Ruai could not hold it in anymore when she saw how fierce Grandpa Shen was. She ran to him and hugged his leg. Grandpa, please forgive us. We were forced to do this. Ever since Muqiqi came, you don't even care about me. I'm so sad. That's why I did this. However, Grandpa Shun was not moved at all. He lifted his leg and flung Shun Ruai away. Get lost. Do you think that I will believe you now? Shun Ruai did not expect that Grandpa Shun would have such a big reaction. She was flung away and rolled a few times. Then, her head hit the hard corner of the coffee table. Shun Ruai screamed in pain. Her forehead was bruised and fresh blood was flowing out. Sun Suyin hugged Shun Ruai immediately when she saw that. My poor daughter. Someone please save my daughter. No one can save you tonight. This time, whether third brother divorces you or not, there's no place for you in the Shun family. This time, you'd better get lost. Don't let me see you again. Grandpa Shun had made up his mind. This time, he had made up his mind to get rid of the mother and daughter. Someone please save us. Shun Lin, when you get home, throw all the belongings of third brother and his family out of the Shun family. Also, everything in the Shun family, especially my will not have a single cent of you and your daughter. Don't even think about it in this lifetime. At that moment, Sun Suyin could not hear anything, because she knew that she had failed. Mom, I'm in pain. It's so painful. Be good. Let's go and find your father. Let's go and find your father. Sun Suyin got up from the ground. Then she carried Shun Ruai and left the villa. It was because she was too ashamed to stay there. Grandpa Shun did not stop her. Anyway, it was a fact that the three of them had been kicked out of the Shun family. Suddenly, the atmosphere became quiet. Wuxia looked at Grandpa Shun worriedly. Is your body okay? I have to stand up for you no matter what. I can't collapse like that like the last time. Grandpa Shun patted Wuxia's hand and said, Grandpa, that mother and daughter have only themselves to blame. Fortunately, Mrs. Lu came in time. Otherwise, that mother and daughter would have succeeded. Huang Yu could not help but get angry when she thought of the mother and daughter's faces. Dad, don't be angry. We are not aiming for the inheritance. We will take good care of you. Grandpa Shun nodded. It was a tiring night. Chi-Chi, I'm going home. You calm down. Wuxia looked at Grandpa Shun worriedly. Then she sent the Shun family to the villa. Suzy Pei looked at Grandpa Shun leaving. Then she grabbed Wuxia's hand. Let's go home. Aunt, did I lie to Grandpa? That mother and daughter had ill intentions, so they deserved to end up like this. You don't have to take it to heart. As for how the old man will react when he finds out about you in the future, you'll have to bear with it because this is your choice. Wuxia nodded. I understand. It's a pity that I can't see their luggage being thrown out. Chapter 237. On the way back, the Shuns did not say a word, especially Grandpa Shun. He seemed to have aged a lot. He was not as kind and humorous as he used to be. Too many things had happened recently, and he was exhausted. Father, let me handle these things in the future. Since Shun Lin has not joined the army, let him accompany you fishing more often. Also let Chi-Chi come here often. Grandpa Shun held Shun Lin's hand and nodded. You can't be missing anymore. I can't do anything about those two people. Don't worry, Grandpa. I'll learn from my mistakes. I'll be a decent person in the future, Shun Lin told Grandpa Shun. Grandpa Shun was relieved. He went back to his room to rest after they returned to the Shun family. At the same time, Shun Lin threw third brother's family's belongings out of the Shun family's door. This time, they would never be able to return to the Shun family. Third brother knew about it on his way home. He also knew about the ending of his family. It was a promise he made. So, he had no choice but to leave the Shun family. It was all Sun Suyin's fault. He did not want his luggage now. He needed to find a house for them first. Then he went to the hospital. Shun Ruai's head was injured. She was bandaged now. Third brother sighed when he saw the mother and daughter hugging each other and crying bitterly. How could he blame others for his own death? Rong Junhan was defeated by Wuxia. How dare you overestimate yourself? I've told you to keep a low profile. Look at what happened. It's only been a few days and you've caused trouble again. This time, there will be no place for us in the Shun family's living room. The mother and daughter cried bitterly. At the same time, their hearts were filled with hatred. Shun Ruai was hurt. She even swore in her heart that she would be outstanding one day. Then, she would make the shuns regret for bullying them. She would do it. In the villa, Muchichi was taking out Xiaoxiao's belongings from the warehouse one by one. She put them back in their original places. When Sheng Xiao returned home from Huangyao, he saw Muchichi was absent-minded. He pressed her against the wall and looked into her eyes. Why? Are you unhappy that third brother and his family have left? Of course I'm happy, but I also feel that I'm too weak to admit our relationship in front of my grandfather. Muchichi looked into Sheng Xiao's eyes. That's why I have to hide your things. I can't let anyone find them. I think I hate myself for being like this. You are the crown prince of Huangyao. You are in love, but you can't make it public. You have to accompany me in such a childish secret relationship. I like it. Sheng Xiao lifted Muchichi's chin and said with a teasing smile. Whether it's in the open or in the dark, it's more interesting when I'm with you. The form doesn't matter. Xiao Xiao. All right, it's such a good day, don't say such depressing words. Or do you want me to punish you so that you'll shut up? Muchichi immediately covered her mouth. I haven't showered yet. I'm covered in dust. Go wash up. I want to see you in bed in 10 minutes. Muchichi covered her mouth and quickly moved away from Sheng Xiao's arms, leaving Sheng Xiao with the burden of tidying up the place. Since she's the little thing I like, I have to spoil her till the end. Grandpa Shen was the only one who felt bad that night. It was not because of Muchichi. It was because of his daughter-in-law and granddaughter. So his daughter-in-law and granddaughter were such evil people. Did he not teach them well enough? Grandpa Shen sighed when he thought of that. And early the next morning, he called Sheng Xiao. When are you free? Have some tea with Grandpa Shen. Sheng Xiao was holding Muchichi in his arms. His eyes darkened when he heard that. Tomorrow. Then Grandpa Shen, prepare the tea. Be punctual. Muchichi seemed to hear her grandfather's voice. She quickly sat up from the bed. Sheng Xiao told her, your grandfather is still suspicious. He's still suspicious. So he asked me to test it out. Then you. That's not something you should worry about. Go wash up. I'll send you to school. Sheng Xiao did not want to put the pressure on his little one. So he slapped her, but early in the morning. Muchichi pouted and got off the bed. Suddenly she had an impulse. When she saw Sheng Xiao following her into the bathroom, she stopped brushing her teeth and said, why don't we tell him? I have my own plans. Sheng Xiao told Muchichi. Then, how will you answer Grandpa? Actually, Grandpa Shen had been suspicious. It meant that he was mentally prepared. So it was better to see how Grandpa Shen would react before speaking. Perhaps to stop Muchichi from asking any more questions, Sheng Xiao picked her up and put her on the sink. Then he took away her toothbrush. Xiao Xiao, I'll press you every time you ask. Let's see how much energy you have. Could Muchichi say that she regretted it? It was early in the morning. She had to wear a scarf to class. Otherwise the marks would be seen. He was such an annoying man. The departure of Sun Suyin and her daughter did not affect the lives of the Shen family much. But Huang Yu was more filial to Grandpa Shen now, because she knew that when Grandpa Shen calmed down, he would definitely miss Shen Ruoi. At the very least, she was his granddaughter who grew up in the Shen family. He still had feelings for her. So, she asked Shen Lin to stay with Grandpa Shen. Mom, Grandpa asked Uncle Sheng to meet him. Do you know why? Huang Yu shook her head when she heard Shen Lin's question. I don't know. Maybe he has something to discuss with him. On the other hand, Lin Muan passed by the martial arts club where Lu Qianqian worked out in the morning. Suddenly, he thought of the time when he was with Lu Qianqian. This little pepper was really annoying. She said that she would not contact him anymore. Thinking of this, Lin Muan said to the driver, stop the car here. I want to go out and have a look. The driver nodded and stopped the car by the roadside. Lin Muan could not help but go to the martial arts club. Then, he saw Lu Qianqian practicing punching sandbags in the club. This damned woman was really ruthless. Since you don't contact me, you should not come to this martial arts club. Lin Muan could not help but walk to Lu Qianqian. He crossed his arms and leaned against her sandbag. Do you really mind what others say about you? Don't you care? Lu Qianqian glanced at him. Of course, She was panting because she was punching sandbags. I don't care. I care. Lu Qianqian pushed him away. You are blocking my practice. I will continue to be your training partner. Bastard, I am already avoiding you. Can't you see it? Lu Qianqian said angrily. We are not on the same path. Moreover, don't come here anymore. Is this your family's club? You are right. This martial arts club is indeed owned by my family. Chapter 238. Aren't you afraid that people will laugh at you for being with a second-hand woman? Lu Qianqian stopped and looked at Lin Mu, and with sweat all over her face. Perhaps, deep down in her heart, she wanted to have a friend too. But if the friend was different from Muqiqi, she might be defeated by the rumors at any time. She could be crushed by rumors at any time. So she would only increase the burden on each other by making friends with such a person. Lin Muan looked at Lu Qianqian and said nothing. If that's the case, don't embarrass us. Don't come here anymore. Then Lu Qianqian turned around and left. But Lin Muan did not chase after her. Because he was not prepared for it. He never thought that he would have to risk offending his family just to make a friend. Lu Qianqian's decision was the right one. Since he could not stand other people's opinions, he should stop as soon as possible. But Lin Muan felt uncomfortable. Since he had deleted someone else's number, he should be more decisive. He would be looked down upon by others if he was so wishy-washy. Lu Qianqian hid behind him and watched Lin Mu and leave the martial arts club. Then she told the receptionist, if this man comes again, refund him all his fees. Ask him to find another place to train. Yes, Mississippi, the receptionist agreed with Lu Qianqian, because the martial arts club belonged to the Lu family. On the other hand, Sun Suyun and her family finally felt that they had nothing after leaving the Shen family. With Shen Qianqian's current status, although they were not poor, their life was totally different from when they were in the Shen family. They did not save much money in the past because of their extravagant spending. Now when they needed to use their money, they realized that their pockets were empty. Shen Ruai had changed from the eldest daughter of the Shen family to the daughter of an ordinary family. She did not have a good life anymore. It would not be easy for her to go abroad anymore. Shen Ruai was not satisfied when she thought about it. She must find a rich husband, so that everyone in the Shen family would look at her differently. Stop daydreaming. With our current status, how could the young masters of those clans still take a liking to you? Unless you want to be their mistress. Sun Suyun's words had awakened Shen Ruai. She was right. As a mistress, she could do whatever she wanted with the help of those men. She was still so young. She couldn't lift her hands or carry a load. She needed a man to dote on her. Of course, Shen Laosen and Sun Suyun did not know what their daughter was thinking. They did not know that she had gone crazy from wanting to take revenge on Muqiqi. In fact, Muqiqi was distracted in school for the whole day. Grandpa Shen had invited Xiao Xiao for tea. She did not know what Xiao Xiao was planning. She also did not know what Grandpa Shen had discovered. She wished that she could grow to 20 years old in one night. That way, she could share Xiao Xiao's burden and not let him carry everything. It was obvious that she was the one who had expressed her love first. But now, it seemed that Xiao Xiao was the one who had to deal with it, be it hiding it or making it public. She hated herself for being like this. Her lover was her own. But when faced with the obstruction of the outside world, she was powerless. Muqiqi called Lu Qianqian because she needed someone to support her. Lu Qianqian did not know what to do after hearing about her predicament. Qiqi, you see my situation now. I'm being mocked by others. If I were you, I would not be willing to make it public. Although I know that you are brave, you should know that gossip is a fearful thing. You might drown in their saliva. Listen to me. Leave everything to the crown prince. Don't be the one who makes it public. Muqiqi did not answer Lu Qianqian after listening to her. But there was a clear voice in her heart reminding her that she had made her choice. No matter how difficult it was, she should overcome it. So what was she worried about? With such courage, Muqiqi hung up the phone in a hurry. She let go of the burden in her heart. No matter what happened, she was prepared to face it together with Sheng Xiao. If that was the case, what was there to be afraid of? That night, Sheng Xiao could feel that Mu Qiqi was in a good mood. So he purposely pressed her on the desk when she was writing her report. Seeing that you are so happy, I can't help but want some dessert. There's some in the fridge. I'll get it for you. You're my dessert. With that, Sheng Xiao pushed her blouse up and smiled playfully. Mu Qiqi was stunned. Then she struggled. Xiao Xiao, I haven't written my report yet. Why do you need to write a report when you have me? With that, Sheng Xiao threw Mu Qiqi's report in the middle of the study. Then, he took off his shirt and pressed her down. Mu Qiqi wanted to say something, but her mouth was sealed by his kiss. She did not have the chance to speak. They kissed passionately. Then they began to make love in the study. At the critical moment, Sheng Xiao stopped. He deliberately hooked Mu Qiqi's chin and asked, "Do you still want me to stop?" Mu Qiqi took the chance and bit his shoulder. "You are the worst. You are teasing me. Do you want it?" "No." Mu Qiqi hugged his neck and answered embarrassedly. Sheng Xiao picked Mu Qiqi up, but the two of them were joined together. Step by step, he brought the little one back to the bedroom. Because tonight, the little one would not have any freedom. The moment Mu Qiqi was put on the big bed, a thought flashed through her mind. It's over. I will definitely fail my subjects after the semester ends. Who asked her to resist the temptation of Sheng Xiao's charming body? But the next morning, when she woke up, she saw the report Sheng Xiao had written for her on the bedside table. Go to school by yourself. I am going to the Shen family. Mu Qiqi looked at the report Sheng Xiao had written. She could not help but mutter. Was there anything this man could not do? A man who graduated from science and engineering was even more professional than a medical student like her. But when she thought about Sheng Xiao going to the Shen family, she could not help but feel nervous. She did not know what Grandpa would say to this man. Early in the morning, Grandpa Shen had prepared the best tea in the Shen family's fish pond. He had also put the fishing rod in place. He was waiting for Sheng Xiao to come and answer the questions in his heart. Sheng Xiao arrived at the Shen family at 8 o'clock sharp. He walked past the Shen family side courtyard and went straight to the place where Grandpa Shen was resting. He sat down on the chair he had prepared for him. Grandpa Shen poured a cup of tea for Sheng Xiao and put it in front of him. It's rare that you can take the time to meet me, the Crown Prince of Huangyao. Chapter 239. Who owned the villa near Shengting University before it was transferred to Lu Wenhua? Grandpa Shen went straight to the point and asked Sheng Xiao. Sheng Xiao finished his tea and put down the teacup. He stopped smiling and answered Grandpa Shen directly. It's mine. Did you already know that third brother and his family wanted to frame Qiqi? Yes, I did. Sheng Xiao answered honestly. Qiqi moved into that villa a long time ago. Can you tell me the exact time? August. Grandpa Shen's hands started to tremble. He realized that Sheng Xiao did not come here just to brush him off. He answered every question very seriously. Then did you also? That is Mayan Chier's home. Sheng Xiao answered the question that Grandpa Shen wanted to ask the most. Grandpa Shen dropped the teacup on the floor when he heard that. He put his hands on the table and closed his eyes tightly. Xiao Qi and I were together before her identity was exposed. What else do you want to ask? Grandpa Shen did not ask anything. He flipped the table. It was so loud that the servants of the Shen family and Shen Lin were alerted. You are her uncle. You are one generation older than her. She is only 18 years old. How could you just... Sheng Xiao, I've always thought that you're the one with the most sense of propriety. You look unruly on the surface, but you would never do such a thing. But now, I'm really disappointed. Aren't you ruining Qiqi's reputation by being together with her? Do you want her to be laughed at like Lu Qianqian? Grandpa Shen was very agitated, but Sheng Xiao was very calm. Even though he could not drink the tea anymore, he still answered Grandpa Shen clearly. I want to marry her. You. What do you have to marry her? Will the Sheng family acknowledge her identity? You know very well what I have to marry Qiqi. I have never thought of hiding it from anyone. It's just that Qiqi did not want to make it public. That's why I did not tell anyone about it. It's not because I am afraid of the Sheng family or the Shen family. Old Shen, You should know very well that no one can stop me from doing what I want to do. I can't accept it. How can I accept it? Grandpa Shen kept shaking his head. When I entered the house 2 nights ago, although there was nothing of yours, I could feel that Chi-Chi was not the only one living in that house. I became suspicious, so I went to investigate the house and found out that it had just been transferred. I should have known. I should have admitted it long ago. But the more afraid I am, the more you will deal me a fatal blow. 8th brother, I can't face you in the future. Grandpa Shen looked at Sheng Zhao's red eyes. He was not just angry. He felt humiliated and broke down. His 2 granddaughters. 2 of them. It doesn't matter. She or I'll still marry her. Grandpa Shen was ashamed and angry. But when Sheng Xiao left, the Shen family was in an uproar, especially Huang Yu. When she found out about this, she was so shocked that she could not recover from it for a long time. Therefore, since Grandpa Shen entered the study room and announced that he would not see anyone, Huang Yu pestered Shen Lin and asked, "What else did you hear?" Uncle Sheng said that he wants to marry Chi-Chi. Oh my god, Mu Chi-Chi is too daring. Huang Yu covered her mouth. But as far as I know, they were together before Chi-Chi's identity was exposed. Shen Lin said to Huang Yu. So, they might not have thought that such a situation would happen. They kept it a secret until now because they were afraid that Grandpa would be sad. I know Chi-Chi's temper. If she had a better way, she would not do this. But she is only 18 years old, and she is already married to Sheng Xiao. Moreover, she is from the Sheng family. Moreover, they are from the same generation. Do you think it's strange that your grandpa would agree to it so easily? Huang Yu sighed. I think so too. I'm afraid that Grandpa will never be able to accept it. Sun Siyun's family must have never thought that Sheng Xiao is Xiao Qi's. Shen Ruoyi has been thinking about it for a long time. Huang Yu glanced at Grandpa Shen's room. Then she told Shen Lin, "You should take care of your grandpa these few days. Don't let him be angry. As for the rest, we can't help Chi-Chi." I know, Mom. Chi-Chi has really planted a super bomb in the Shen family. But you don't object to it, don't you? Shen Lin did not hear that Huang Yu was blaming Mu Chi-Chi from her tone. Why should I object to it? Shen Ruoyi is delusional. But Chi-Chi and Sheng Xiao are in love with each other. How can it be the same? Moreover, although they are not the same generation, they are not related by blood. Other than your grandpa, who else in the family would really care about the generation? Most importantly, I understand Chi-Chi. When she was at her wit's end, it was Sheng Xiao who held her back. I'm not surprised that she likes Sheng Xiao because of this relationship. Otherwise, why would she tattoo his name on her ear? Shen Lin nodded. When it came to love, wasn't it all about being willing to do anything? He treated Yu Jing like that in the past. Now wasn't Mu Chi-Chi the same as him? Soon, Mu Chi-Chi found out from Sheng Xiao that Grandpa Shen had exposed their relationship. So she was restless. She called Huang Yu immediately. Your grandpa locked himself in the study for the whole day. He did not eat or drink. It seems that he is really angry. No one in the Shen family dares to persuade him. You know your grandpa's temper. Xiaoqi, this matter has really blown your grandpa's mind. He loves you so much and trusts you. He must be very sad now. But, second aunt doesn't think that you did anything wrong. Who can say who is right or wrong in this kind of thing? Thank you, second aunt. I'll come and see Grandpa later, said Mu Chi-Chi to Huang Yu. Okay, but you must be prepared. Grandpa might not let you go so easily. He might even force you to make a decision. I know. The matter had been exposed. What good would it do to say more? She was not afraid. She was just worried about Grandpa's health. That was all. So, during the lunch break, Mu Chi-Chi went to the hospital to visit Shen Jianchuan. When Shen Jianchuan saw her, he could guess what happened. Did Grandpa find out? Mu Chi-Chi nodded. Yes. Chapter 240. How could she not care? If it's the Mu family, I really don't care. But I care about you and Grandpa. Mu Chi-Chi held Shen Jianchuan's hand and said, But Dad, I can't lose Xiao Xiao no matter what. He is my life. Mu Chi-Chi's eyes turned red when she said that. Maybe you think that I'm exaggerating. I'm just an 18-year-old kid. She said that because she's young and naive. However, I know better than any of you what kind of place he holds in my heart. Even if I'm struck by lightning in the future, I will accept it. Dad will always be on your side. Xiaoqi, be brave. Shen Jianchuan held Muqiqi's hand. It was the only thing he could do for Muqiqi. That was to cheer for her. When Muqiqi left, he asked the nurse who was standing beside him, "Can I leave the hospital?" "How can you leave the hospital? What if it's just for a while?" The nurse thought for a while and said, "I'll think of a way for you." Because he knew Grandpa Shen's temper very well. Muqiqi would definitely be wronged. So it was time for him to perform as a father. Muqiqi did not tell Sheng Xiao that she was going to the Shen family. But according to Sheng Xiao's understanding of her, she drove straight to the Shen family after she left Huang Yao. At that moment, Muqiqi was kneeling outside Grandpa Shen's study. Huang Yu and the others stood aside helplessly. After a while, Grandpa Shen finally opened the door. He looked at Muqiqi coldly and said, "Follow me." They arrived at the ancestral hall of the Shen family, one after another. Muqiqi only knew that there was an ancestral hall in the Shen family. "Tell me in front of all the ancestors, did you and Sheng Xiao lie to me from the beginning?" "Grandpa, apart from my relationship with Xiao Xiao, we didn't lie to you about anything." Grandpa Shen took out the wooden stick that he used to hit Shen Ruai the other day. He pointed it at Muqiqi. "Do you know how proud I am to see you? I love you so much. I want to give you the whole Shen family. But what about you? Not only did you live with a man at the age of 18, he's also a member of the Sheng family. He's your uncle. How am I supposed to accept this, girl? Since you've come back today, and you're here in front of all the ancestors, tell me, do you want Sheng Xiao or me, your grandfather? I really can't live with Sheng Xiao awkwardly anymore. I've let the Sheng family down. So give me an answer. Give me a choice. Do you want Sheng Xiao or grandfather? Tell me. If you choose grandpa, then cut off all ties with Sheng Xiao. From now on, we will never mention this matter again. I will pretend that nothing happened. But if you choose Sheng Xiao, then the Shen family will pretend that you never appeared. I will pretend that I don't have a granddaughter like you." Muqiqi looked at Grandpa Shen with a firm and unquestionable gaze. "I choose Sheng Xiao." Hearing this, Grandpa Shen was shocked and hit her with a stick. "You don't even think about it? Do you really want to marry into the Sheng family that much?" Muqiqi was secretly hurt, but she did not change her answer. "I choose Sheng Xiao. Grandpa, I can do anything for you, except leaving Sheng Xiao. If you still care about your granddaughter's life, don't force me to choose. Because Sheng Xiao is my life. You don't know how much a desperate girl loves and appreciates that person when she's saved. He saved my life. He gave me my life. Everything I have, including the fact that I can kneel here now, is because I have Sheng Xiao. He's very important to me. He's more important than myself." Grandpa Shen hit Muqiqi again when he heard this. He was anxious. "You're so stubborn. Grandpa, this is it. I'll follow Sheng Xiao for the rest of my life. Whether you agree or not, this is my answer. My saliva can drown you. I'm not afraid of anything." Muqiqi replied with tears in her eyes. "If that's the case, you must be like Shen Ruai. Get out of the Shen family. The further the better. I'll pretend that I don't have you as my granddaughter. Even if you're attacked by the Sheng family in the future, I won't acknowledge you as my granddaughter." After Muqiqi heard this, she kowtowed to Grandpa Shen 3 times. "Grandpa, please take care of yourself." Grandpa Shen did not expect that Muqiqi would make such a decision without any hesitation. He felt sad and angry at the same time. Muqiqi was already a part of the Shen family. How could he get rid of her? If this matter were to spread, and the Sheng family came looking for Muqiqi, would he be able to deny it? How could he say that Muqiqi was not a member of the Shen family? Who would believe that? But it was worse than death for him to accept it. "My Qiqi." Muqiqi's steps were firm. She had to do it without any hesitation. She must give Grandpa Shen the most accurate answer about Sheng Xiao. She would not compromise at all. She could do anything for Grandpa Shen, but she would not give in to Sheng Xiao. "Qiqi." Huang Yu quickly helped her when she saw her. "Are you all right?" "Grandpa, please take care of me," Muqiqi said to Huang Yu. Just take it that I'm not filial. After that, Muchichi was about to walk out of the Shin family. But Grandpa Shin shouted at her from behind. Come back, you wicked girl. I'll give you time to break up with Sheng Xiao slowly. I won't force you. Grandpa, you're forcing me. Muchichi turned around and said to Grandpa Shen. Because I won't break up with him. I've already given in. What else do you want me to do? Obviously, Grandpa Shen did not want to lose his granddaughter. But he could not accept the fact that his nephew had become his grandson-in-law. At the same time, Sheng Xiao's car had entered the Shin family's courtyard. He saw Muchichi and the others at the entrance of the living room. He went straight to them. His face darkened when he saw Muchichi holding her shoulder. Did you get beaten? Muchichi shook her head. Sheng Xiao hugged Muchichi. Then he looked up at Grandpa Shun and said, Uncle Shun, I've been raising her since she was 17 to 19. I have custody of her too. I want her to be my wife. None of you can stop me. Xiao Xiao, lawless. Grandpa Sheng snorted coldly at Sheng Xiao after hearing that. Chapter 241. Grandpa Shen did not say anything. At that moment, a white car drove into the parking lot of the Shen family. Everyone looked at it and realized that it was a nurse who accompanied Shen Jianchuan back to the Shen family. Grandpa Shen's hands began to tremble when he saw it. Why are you back? I'm afraid that you'll make things difficult for Xiao Qi, Shen Jianchuan replied. Even you. Father, you could accept me when I was so rebellious back then. Can't you accept my daughter now? Shen Jianchuan asked Grandpa Shen. Don't you think that Muchichi is very similar to me because of her? You're a man and she's a girl. Do you know what people will say about her when she's only 18? Whether she can marry into the Sheng family or not. Her reputation will not be good in the future. Grandpa Shen pointed at Muchichi and said loudly, Am I doing it for myself? I'm already half buried in the ground. Why should I care about that? I just don't want her life to be as rough as yours. Grandpa Shen's eyes turned red as he said that. Father, you know how capable Sheng Xiao is. He saved Muchichi and raised her. Now he wants to marry Muchichi. He has already given his all to your granddaughter. Other than him, no one else can take care of your granddaughter so well and spoil her to the point that she is out of control. Reputation is nothing. We live our lives for ourselves. Who will remember who is who after 100 years? Shen Jianchuan held Grandpa Shen's hand and said, You just spoil them. Since it's happened, they have to accept it. Now they love each other so much that they won't break up even if you talk to them, until your saliva dries up. Do you still remember me back then? If they're really not fated, they'll break up sooner or later. When that time comes, even if Muchichi's reputation is bad, she can bear it herself. She's an adult. As for the Shen family, I'm innocent. Grandpa Shen has lived his life with integrity. Grandpa Shen said disdainfully. Hearing this, Shen Jianchuan smiled. If that's the case, why are you still stopping the children? An uncle and a niece. When Grandpa Shen thought of those two titles, he felt extremely uncomfortable. He could not accept it no matter what. But he was also afraid of losing Muchichi and Shen Jianchuan. It was because of him that Shen Jianchuan was framed by Rong Junhan and was bedridden for half of his life. Now could he still hurt his granddaughter? At most, I will pretend that nothing happened. Don't show your relationship in front of me. No matter what happens in the future, you will bear the consequences yourself. With that, the old man turned around and returned to his room. No matter what, he could not swallow this grievance. Meanwhile, Muchichi walked to Shen Jianchuan and squatted beside him. Why did you come out of the hospital? Because your grandfather listens to me the most, Shen Jianchuan said to his daughter. Muchichi giggled, but there were tears in her eyes. Daddy, silly daughter, you have had a hard life since you were young. I have never taken care of you. Now no matter what happiness you want, I will help you get it. Leave your grandfather to me. You go to Sheng Xiao's place. Sheng Xiao looked at the father and daughter. Then, he walked to Shen Jianchuan and said calmly, I believe that I am still the person who treats Qi the best. It's easy to get past the Shen family. But what about the Sheng family? Shen Jianchuan looked at Sheng Xiao meaningfully. My daughter will not be bullied in the Shen family. But if she goes to the Sheng family, and is humiliated and looked down upon, I will not let her stay with you no matter what. I accept your challenge. Let's see if she will be happy in the Shen family, or the Sheng family. Shen Jianchuan did not say anything else. He wanted to give Mu Qiqi's hand to Sheng Xiao. But he could not do it. Sheng Xiao understood at once. He took Mu Qiqi's hand from Shen Jianchuan's hand. Let's go. Let's go home. I will talk to your grandfather tonight. As for the Sheng family, you must give us an answer as soon as possible, Sheng Xiao. I cannot let my daughter follow you without knowing why. Sheng Xiao did not say anything, but his steps were firm, because he had taken his daughter away from Mu Qiqi's father. It was a promise between men. That night, everyone in the Shen family had complicated feelings. Although Grandpa Shen did not agree to it, he did not object either. After that, Shen Jianchuan followed Grandpa Shen into his study. Grandpa Shen was still sulking. He did not want to talk to his son. It's been so many years since I entered your study. Hearing this, the old man couldn't get angry anymore. He sighed deeply. Do you blame me? Shen Jianchuan shook his head. I don't blame you for what happened to me. But if you continue to stop Mu Qiqi from being with Sheng Xiao, I might blame you. They are not related by blood. Mu Qiqi is already an adult. Why can't she be with Sheng Xiao? Is my daughter trying to climb the social ladder, just because she is with the strongest man? Why can't my daughter be with the crown prince? Sigh. How many men these days are devoted to one woman? Especially with Sheng Xiao's background. I'm afraid that he is just playing with Mu Qiqi. What will happen to Mu Qiqi then? What do you mean? Qiqi is also the daughter of the Shen family. When she was with Sheng Xiao, she also enjoyed a beautiful love. If they really break up one day, then Qiqi will still be a member of the Shen family. She is my daughter. Even if I am disabled, I can still let her live with dignity. Do you believe me? That's right. Grandpa Shen was gradually convinced by his son. What else could he do now? Let's see what the Sheng family thinks. Do we even need to think about it? Shen Jianchuan said. He knew that the Sheng family would not agree even if he tried to guess with his toes. But it was not something they could handle. Whether Sheng Xiao was sincere to Mu Qiqi, or not depended on what he did. With Sheng Xiao's ability, as long as he is sincere, Mu Qiqi will not be bullied no matter where she is. The Sheng family is not to be trifled with. Grandpa Shen snorted. Moreover, how many people are there in the Sheng family? There are so many people eyeing the position of the crown prince's wife. How can they let Xiaoqi have it? Isn't your granddaughter a little smart? At that moment, Sheng Xiao was bringing Mu Qiqi home. On the way, Mu Qiqi was shocked by what Sheng Xiao said. Marriage? Are you serious? Why? You don't want to marry me? Sheng Xiao smiled. His eyes were filled with love for his little one. I am not old enough to register. Chapter 242. But, Xiao, I'm not prepared at all. Mu Qiqi panicked. We weren't mentally prepared when your grandfather found out. Sheng Xiao looked at Mu Qiqi and smiled. Why? Are you scared? I'm scared. I'm scared that you would fall out with your family. They would fall out no matter who my wife is. It doesn't make a difference. With that, Sheng Xiao led Mu Qiqi to the villa that Mama Sheng had prepared for him. Jing Yin was startled by what he did. Young master, let's sleep here tonight, Sheng Xiao said to Jing Yin, tugging at Mu Qiqi's hand. Mu Qiqi could tell that Jing Yin was worried and quickly said, There's nothing for me here, and Jing Yin needs to rest. Why don't we go home? Come into my room to take a shower and put on my clothes. Sheng Xiao pushed her into his room. But Xiao. Before Mu Qiqi could finish, Sheng Xiao had already closed the door for her. Jing Yin could guess most of it at that. Young master, are you going to go public? But Miss Mu Qiqi is not even 19. Are the odds good? It's precisely because the odds are not good that I need you and the Shen family to work together. Sheng Xiao said to him. From today onwards, you can go back to your own home. While you're at it, help me do something important. Yes, young master. Tell my mother that you saw Qi in the villa. Jing Yun's eyes widened at that. Are you going to be so direct? Do as I say. And spread the story that I went to the Shin family to cause trouble, saying that I snatched from the old man. And he was so angry that he was almost hospitalized. Jingyan nodded at his orders. I understand. I'll do it right away. Sheng Xiao was putting everything on his shoulders, so that the Sheng family would think that Mu Qiqi was forced by him, and the Shin family was forced by his tyranny. It was only then that the Sheng family would not pay attention to Xiao Qi'er. At the moment, Mu Qiqi was taking a shower in her room. She needed to calm down too. Although she had already decided on Sheng Xiao, she was afraid that what would happen next would reach a point she could not bear. She was afraid that she would hurt Sheng Xiao and the Sheng family. After a while, Sheng Xiao returned to the bedroom and entered the bathroom. He saw Mu Qiqi standing under the shower in a daze. He grabbed her neck and pulled her in front of him. From today onwards, cooperate with me and act. What? I want Xiao Qi, to be my rightful wife. With that, Sheng Xiao kissed her. She could not resist him at all. Very soon, the bathroom was filled with obscene sounds. However, their entwined bodies were obscured by the dense mist. In their passion, Sheng Xiao held her slender waist and told her over and over again, I want you, I only want you. Mu Qiqi was driven by her own desires. How could she not be wholeheartedly devoted to Sheng Xiao? Since Sheng Xiao had said such words, what reason did she have not to support her man and drag him down with her negative emotions? I just want to be with you forever. Soon, Mu Qiqi fell asleep out of exhaustion, just as the sound of a car parking came from downstairs. Sheng Xiao covered Mu Qiqi with a blanket and went downstairs, because he knew that his mother was coming for him. Mama Sheng rushed to the villa. She knew what he had done when she saw Sheng Xiao's bare upper body and the scratches from his nails. She did not notice the tattoo on Sheng Xiao's body. She was just shocked to see him like that. This was the first time she, as a mother, saw her son's needs in this area. Jingyan told me. It's all true. Sheng Xiao went downstairs and poured his mother a glass of wine. Where's Xiaoqi? I'm sleeping in my room. Sheng Xiao answered directly. Mama Sheng could not take it anymore. She went up to Sheng Xiao and gave him a slap. Do you know what you are doing? You have Mu Qiqi. She is only 19 years old. She is old Shen's precious granddaughter. How can you go to the Shen family and make a scene? How can I face the Shen family in the future? Sheng Xiao was not angry because of the slap. He smiled. There was a hint of a devil in his smile. Mom, don't you always know what I am like? I can get whatever I want and whoever I want. I never ask if they are willing or not. Since Xiaoqi is grateful to me, why can't she be my woman? Mama Sheng was very angry. What did you do to Xiaoqi? What can I do? Isn't it just a matter between a man and a woman? She is still so young. She is an adult now. Sheng Xiao emphasized. I could have kept it a secret, but Uncle Shen found out about it. I can't let Xiaoqi run away. So, I could only go to the Shen family and make a scene. Mama Sheng did not know what to do with her son. She took a deep breath. Can't you use proper means to pursue someone you like? Must you be so despicable? I like her. Do I have the right to like someone else in the Sheng family? I do like Qi'er, but will you let me marry her? If that's the case, I might as well use force. Mom, instead of standing here, why don't you think about how to make it up to the Shen family? Anyway, I have done what I did. Mama Sheng was frightened by her son. Although Sheng Xiao had shown his devilish side in the past few years, he had never treated people like he did now. Sure enough, it was a fool's dream to let him live a normal life. I'll go up and see Mu Qiqi. Go ahead. Sheng Xiao pointed at the second floor. But Mom Qi'er is mine. If you have any ideas about her, I will announce to the world that I have taken the girl I adopted as my own. Mama Sheng could not say anything. She went upstairs and gently opened the door. She had mixed feelings when she saw Mu Qiqi sleeping in the bedroom, especially when she saw the marks on Mu Qiqi's body. She was such a good girl, but her son treated her like that. Mama Sheng did not say anything at that thought, but before she left, she said to Sheng Xiao, you have to take responsibility for this. Mu Qiqi cannot be toyed with by you. How do you want me to take responsibility? Marry her? Will Dad agree? Dream on. You don't have to worry about that. But you have to take good care of Muchichi. Only then can I answer to the Shin family. Of course I will take good care of her. But Mom, are you sure you can convince Dad and Grandpa? In their eyes, I am just toying with a woman. Chapter 243. Mama Sheng left the villa quickly. The more she thought about it, the more she felt that her son was a complete demon. Sheng Xiao knew that his mother had successfully misunderstood him. So he returned to the bedroom and held Xiao Qi in his arms. Then, he kissed her forehead gently. I must love you so much that I went crazy. That's why I did that. Muchichi was sleeping. She did not know that she was already a daughter-in-law in Mama Sheng's heart. She did not care if she was 18 or 19 years old. She was born in the Mu family. She was really afraid of her son now. So, Mama Sheng quickly returned home and told her husband about it. It's all because of the Sheng family's bias. That brat doesn't walk the path of a normal person at all. Now he has bullied a child of the Shin family. Who else would want to marry him in the future? The Shin family did not cause trouble today, because they are friends with the Sheng family for many years. But we can't pretend that it never happened. She is just a woman. Why are you making such a fuss? Papa Sheng glared at his wife. Don't you know your son? The more outrageous the thing is, the more he would do it. Do you still want him to be a normal person? What else can I do? How old is the child? Papa Sheng suddenly asked Mama Sheng. 19 soon. Then let's arrange for them to get engaged. We'll talk about the future later. This way, whatever Sheng Xiao wants to do will be justified. And the Shen family will have an explanation. Papa Sheng told Mama Sheng why he was so generous. First, it was because the Shen family was a famous family. Their granddaughter was taken away by Sheng Xiao. Of course, the Shen family would not let it go. Secondly, Papa Sheng did not think that Sheng Xiao's love for Muchichi would last long. The engagement was just a temporary measure. When the young man got tired of it, it was only a matter of time before they broke up. And he knew his son very well. He would never stay by someone's side until he was old. When that happens, the Shen family could not say anything even if they were fated to be together. So, he proposed to let Sheng Xiao and Muchichi get engaged. Old Shen hates seniority the most. According to seniority, Sheng Xiao is Chi-Chi's uncle. I still need to spend some time to convince the old man. I'll explain it to Dad. But to the public, just tell them that I'm engaged to the daughter of the Shen family. We can't expose their adoptive relationship. I knew this bastard wouldn't do anything good. After listening to her husband, Mama Sheng sighed. I really like Muchichi. I'll treat her better when they get engaged. I really don't know how sad Muchichi was when she was bullied by Sheng Xiao. Mama Sheng sighed. That was why Jing Yin received news the next morning that the CEO and Madam had informed the chairman of the Sheng family about it. And when the chairman learned about it, he immediately ordered Sheng Xiao to get engaged to the daughter of the Shin family as soon as possible. Although he had never seen this granddaughter-in-law before. Even so, what Sheng Xiao did was so out of line that the Shin family dared to cause trouble. She even went to fight with Grandpa Shun for him. If the Sheng family did not say anything, their relationship with the Shen family would be over. Moreover, Papa Sheng told Grandpa Sheng that the girl was still young. When she grew up and Sheng Xiao was no longer obsessed with her, they could just separate. It was just an engagement. It would not involve her becoming a member of the Sheng family. So Grandpa Sheng agreed to it. He could not let the ugly things that his grandson had done spread like wildfire. Now he had to find a name for him. So Mama Sheng came to the Shen family with a gift in the morning. Grandpa Shen thought that he could not face the Sheng family at first. But when Mama Sheng spoke, he was shocked. Old Shen, it's the Sheng family that let you down. What do you mean? That brat of mine took Muchichi by force, and even caused a ruckus in the Shen family. He really put the Sheng family to shame. So, my father immediately asked me to come here to propose marriage to you. Let the two children get engaged. When Muchichi is 7 years old, let them get married. Mama Sheng said to Grandpa Shen embarrassedly. Grandpa Shen glanced at Huang Yu subconsciously after he heard what she said. What did Sheng Xiao do? But there is a gap in seniority between them. Old Shen, can you put aside your seniority now? I know you're not happy about it, but since it's already happened, we can only accept it. I feel sorry for Chi-Chi. Since it's fate between the two of them, let's see if you can fulfill it. Grandpa Sheng was surprised. Why would the Sheng family come to propose marriage? At that moment, Shen Jianchuan was pushed out of the room by the nurse. He saw Mama Sheng. I don't agree to it. My daughter is the daughter of the Shen family. She is the daughter of the Shen family. If she is taken away by the Sheng family so easily, won't she be bullied by the Sheng family? Mama Sheng saw that Shen Jianchuan had come home. She could imagine how fierce Sheng Zhao's trouble was yesterday. She quickly answered, don't worry. I will treat Chi-Chi like my own daughter after she joins the Sheng family. I'm curious. Why did the Sheng family come to propose marriage? It's fine if Sheng Xiao plays around with women, but it suits his status. I don't have to marry him. Young master, don't worry. Chi-Chi is the daughter of the Shen family. I will treat her the same way you treat her. You don't have to worry. Humph. Shen Jianchuan snorted coldly. He did not say anything else. If he did not make things difficult for the Sheng family, they might think that his daughter could not get married. So he was supporting Mu Chi-Chi. When Mama Sheng saw that Shen Jianchuan did not say anything, she looked at Grandpa Sheng. Grandpa Sheng took a deep breath and waved his hand. I'll do as you say. I'm already so old. I really don't want to be burdened by young people who can control Sheng Xiao. That's right. It's good that you agree. The Sheng family will do this well. We will not let Chi-Chi suffer. Grandpa Sheng did not say anything else. He felt that the Sheng family agreed to it too easily. It made him feel uneasy. So after Mama Sheng left, he looked at his son. What happened? After Shen Jianchuan heard the question, he smiled. Eighth brother Sheng is really a surprise winner. What do you mean? Chapter 244. Then I shouldn't have agreed. Grandpa Shen snorted. Father, which one of the younger ones in the Sheng family managed to escape the fate of an arranged marriage? But if Sheng Xiao could get rid of his shackles and get engaged to Mu Chi-Chi, it means that he has a solution when it comes to marriage. I'm just afraid that Mu Chi-Chi would fall into the abyss when she marries the Sheng family. She wouldn't be able to handle it. Grandpa Shen was worried. I think it's interesting. Even if it doesn't work out, Mu Chi-Chi has the Shen family in us. Grandpa Shen nodded. Since the Sheng family was willing to let them get engaged, the future could be discussed later. What if Mu Chi-Chi was unwilling to marry Sheng Xiao? Things developed quickly. It was only one night. By the time Mu Chi-Chi woke up, her world had changed. She got dressed and went downstairs. She found Mama Sheng busy in the open kitchen. Mu Chi-Chi's face turned pale. But Mama Sheng smiled at her. Xiaoqi, you're awake? Pretty aunt. All the parents know about what happened between you and that little rascal. How could you do this to yourself and not tell anyone? In Mama Sheng's eyes, it was Sheng Xiao who forced Mu Chi-Chi. It was her son who let others down. Pretty aunt, it's not Xiao Zhao's business. Mother, I still need to go to work. Sheng Xiao, who was sitting in the living room, said to his mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Xiaoqi, take a seat. Breakfast will be ready soon. You can go to school after you eat. Mu Chi-Chi looked at Sheng Xiao in confusion. But Sheng Xiao hooked his finger at her. Do you think you're dreaming? What's going on? I've told you that I want you to be my little wife. With that, Sheng Xiao kissed Mu Chi-Chi's thin lips where Mama Sheng could not see. Mu Chi-Chi was startled. At the same time, she was puzzled. But she did not ask. She waited until the three of them had breakfast. Then, she heard some news from Mama Sheng and learned why this happened. However, she was very uncomfortable. So when Sheng Xiao sent her to school and they were alone, she asked him seriously, why did you do that? Why did everyone treat you like a demon? What's the difference? Sheng Xiao asked her in return. I'm such a person. I do whatever I want and I'm lawless. They're used to it. Xiao Xiao. Everything else is not important. The most important thing is that I want to marry you as soon as possible. But your family thinks you. I already bullied you. Haven't you been bullied enough by me? Wait to be my little bride. Sheng Zhao's words had a double meaning. Mu Chi-Chi blushed. As long as I can marry you, I don't care what others think of me. Just wait to be my little bride. At that moment, Muchichi couldn't say anything. Sheng Xiao spoiled her too much, which made her feel uneasy. I won. Sheng Chichi Sheng Xiao. T. Sheng Xiao I Sheng, single quote shout. Really? Mu Xiao was. Really? Mu Sheng asked. Xiao Xiao Sheng Kit. Mu Sheng. Xiao. Mu Mu Tian Ti Tian. After saying that, Sheng Xiao stopped the car at the entrance of Shengting University. From now on, I can openly send you to school. Mu Chichi kissed Sheng Xiao on the cheek when she arrived at the school gate. Then she got out of the car. But someone still saw who the man in the car was. Why does he look so familiar? Isn't he the Crown Prince of Huangyao? The Crown Prince is sending Mu Chichi to school? Mu Chichi thought that her life would be in a whirlpool in the future. But she loved Sheng Xiao. That was enough to overcome everything. The two of them were about to get engaged. She had never dreamed that she would marry Sheng Xiao one day. The news of their engagement soon spread throughout the Sheng family. Everyone in the Sheng family was shocked. They did not expect that Sheng Xiao would get engaged to an 18-year-old girl, because he had forced himself on her. And the girl was the daughter of the Shen family. But the Sheng family was not surprised after that. Actually, there were many such things in rich families. Many young masters of rich families got married because they were pregnant. Actually, it was just a matter of carelessness. Actually, the two of them didn't like each other that much. When the time was up, they would just divorce. The female would get a satisfactory breakup fee and find another person to marry. Everyone was happy. So in their opinion, Sheng Xiao was just careless and coveting Mu Chichi's youth. When Mu Chichi lost her advantage, it was only a matter of time before they broke up. So the Sheng family just wanted to watch the show. Only the two people involved knew how serious they were. Still, Sheng Xiao would not come out to explain himself. Otherwise, the marriage would not go through. Everyone in the Sheng family thought that he was just fooling around. But in fact, only he knew very well what Mu Chichi's position was. So when Sheng Xiao's brothers and sisters abroad heard about it, they only called him to congratulate him. They did not care about his engagement ceremony with Mu Chichi. Of course, he did not care about it. When you get married, second brother will come back to congratulate you. By the way, this little sister-in-law is so young. Sheng Xiao's eyes darkened, because these people were looking down on Mu Chichi. But he was not in a hurry to expose the little one's position in his heart. There would be more to see in the future. Only fourth sister called Sheng Xiao. I'm still in Vienna. I'll be back in 2 days. You must attend Sheng Xiao's engagement ceremony. Fourth sister, bring back more gifts. Now you know how to ask for something for sister-in-law. I know. Don't worry. The fourth sister of the Sheng family was also a legendary woman. Still, that would have to wait for another time. All of a sudden, the news that the Crown Prince of Huangyao was about to get engaged was spreading in the circle. Everyone was in an uproar, especially since his bride was only 18 years old. It was very interesting to talk about it. Mu Chichi was the daughter of the Shen family. There was nothing wrong with her background, but when it came to her birth, it became a hot topic. Even so, outsiders did not find it strange that Sheng Xiao and Mu Chichi were a match. After all, Sheng Xiao was like a demon. Outsiders would be puzzled if he married an innocent young lady from a well-matched family. In this way, this young couple could be considered to be birds of a feather? Chapter 245. Not only the nobles received the news, but third brother's family also received the news. Third brother was shocked when he received the news. He could not believe that such a thing would happen after he left the Shen family for a few days. If Shen Ruoi knew about it, she would go crazy. That was right. Shen Ruoi had gone crazy. Why could Mu Chichi do it, but not Shen Ruoi? Because when she thought of how Mama Sheng had humiliated her and mocked her in the Shen family, she did not expect that she would accept Mu Chichi in the next moment. It was a huge joke. Are the Sheng family crazy? How could they allow Sheng Xiao to get engaged to a bastard? Aren't they afraid of being laughed at? Sun Xian scolded. Why would Sheng Xiao be afraid of being laughed at? He is just a man who plays with women. I will wait and see how happy Muchichi will be after she gets engaged to this man. I will wait and hear the siren of the ambulance. I will send her to the hospital, and she will never be able to come out. Mom, I am the real daughter of the Shin family, but I lost to a bastard. I feel terrible just thinking about it. Sun Suyin could not accept it. But Sheng Xiao and Muchichi were getting engaged. No one could change it. Heh, I will make the Sheng family regret it. Shin Ruai's eyes were red. Her eyes were filled with hatred. She hated Muchichi, Sheng Xiao, the Sheng family and the Shin family. At that moment, she felt that the whole world was her enemy. At that moment, she made up her mind. It was because she had used her special channel to know that the eldest son of the Sheng family liked to have lovers outside. Wasn't it because of God? Just wait and see, Muchichi. In fact, the news had spread like wildfire. Muchichi felt helpless because she could no longer keep a low profile. However, no matter how much she was criticized at school, she forgot all her worries in an instant when she saw Sheng Xiao's car parked outside the school gates. Because she could enjoy Sheng Xiao's love now, she could not care less about what the others said. Sheng Xiao was leaning against the car and waiting. When Muchichi came to his side, he put his arm around her neck and kissed her red lips in front of everyone. The crowd gasped, but Sheng Xiao simply shielded Muchichi and said to the people around them, "Let's meet my fiancé." His smile made the people around him feel a sense of danger, so they took a few steps back. This man was handsome and outstanding. He was like a diamond that was hard to come by in the world. However, his level of danger was at the same level as his excellence. How much courage would it take to be with such a man? To get used to his trickery and mischief? At that thought, the onlookers began to admire Muchichi's courage. But only Muchichi knew that behind his back, he was a normal and warm man. "Let's go." Sheng Xiao hugged Muchichi and let her get into the car. Soon, their car arrived at the entrance of Shengting University and left. However, the discussions behind him were still incessant. Muchichi must be a god to be able to be with the crown prince. That's right. Ordinary people would not even dare to breathe loudly when they are with the crown prince. They would be scared out of their wits. In terms of reputation, the two of them are surprisingly compatible. On the way back, Muchichi saw that the entrance of the university had never been so crowded. She could not help but ask Sheng Xiao, "Are you coming to pick me up every day? Are you not willing?" Sheng Xiao tilted his head and looked at his little one. "It's just too high profile." Muchichi scratched her head. "I'm not used to it." "Get used to it. Also, let's go to the Shin family for dinner tonight. My mother is there to discuss the engagement date with your grandfather." Muchichi felt that it was unreal. She pinched her face to prove that she was not dreaming. The thing that she did not dare to think about before had become real. She was really afraid that it was all just her imagination. Cheer, Although we are engaged, no one in the Sheng family acknowledges our relationship. It's because they think that I'm just fooling around. They don't take you seriously. Sheng Xiao told Muchichi the truth while driving. So they might not acknowledge your identity in the future. They might even make things difficult for you and humiliate you. And our engagement is not a complete victory. I just want you to stand by my side openly. But there is still a long way to go. Muchichi felt more at ease after listening to him. She was already feeling uneasy because of the quick engagement. But now that she knew the truth, she was not afraid anymore. "Thank you, Xiao Xiao, for not lying to me. Although they don't take you seriously, I take you seriously. No matter who they are, no matter what they want to do, they will have to get through me before they bully you. This is my promise to you." Sheng Xiao never made promises to anyone. It was because he had to keep his promise when he said it. But at this moment, he made a promise to the little one who was the most important to him. "As my fiancé, if you are still bullied, it means that I'm useless. I'm marrying you because I love you. I love you, little one." Muchichi jumped into Sheng Xiao's arms when she heard the word love. Sheng Xiao could only stop the car to comfort the little one who was overjoyed. Was there any doubt that Sheng Xiao loved her? Her family background was not good. She did not have much ability. She was just a university student. Moreover, she was studying in such an unlikable major. If it was not because of love, she really could not think of any other good points in her. After a while the car was finally restarted. The two of them quickly returned to the Shen family. Grandpa Shen snorted when he saw Sheng Xiao's expression. He did not look happy. But Mama Sheng was very happy, because before they came back, they had already decided on the date of their engagement. The 3rd of next month will be a big day. Chi-Chi, let's hold the engagement ceremony on that day. Is that okay? Mu Chi-Chi suddenly raised her head. She looked at Mama Sheng and then at Sheng Xiao. It's up to you. But Sheng Xiao suddenly said, it's too slow. There are less than 20 days left. I said it's too slow, Sheng Xiao repeated coldly. I think next week is not bad. Chapter 246. I won't let her be wronged. She is already wronged being with you. When Grandpa Shen thought of their seniority, he still felt uncomfortable. She's only 18 years old. Which 18-year-old girl is going to get engaged and get married? She is basically betting her whole life on you. Mama Sheng felt bad when she heard that, because she felt that the Sheng family had wronged Mu Chi-Chi even more. Sheng Xiao was a devil. He might like her today, but he might change his taste tomorrow. What would happen to Mu Chi-Chi then? She knew very well what Grandpa Sheng and her husband were thinking. They both thought that it was just a girl, and it was not a big deal to get engaged. It was not a marriage, so they did not care who Sheng Xiao was engaged to. But when it came to marriage, it would be a different story. So, they did not care about Mu Chi-Chi at all. Mama Sheng could not help feeling sad when she thought about that. The most beautiful years of a girl's life had been ruined by her own devil son. Don't worry, Grandpa Shen. No matter when it is, the Sheng family will give Mu Chi-Chi the grandest ceremony. We will not mistreat her. Sheng Xiao knew that his mother wanted to make it up to Mu Chi-Chi, but he did not say it out. Anyway, he wanted the whole world to feel sorry for Mu Chi-Chi. Xiao-Chi, let me be frank. If the Sheng family does not treat you well one day, you don't have to endure it. Come back to the Shen family. Dad and Grandpa can help you. I know, Grandpa. Mu Chi-Chi's eyes turned red, because she knew that it was difficult for her grandfather to accept her relationship with Sheng Xiao. Now, she had to put on an act for him. As a grandchild, she was really unfilial. If that's the case, I will let the Sheng family arrange the engagement. Mama Sheng smiled. Then, she grabbed Mu Chi-Chi's hand in front of Grandpa Shen. It must be hard for you to follow my son. Mu Chi-Chi turned to look at Sheng Xiao. Sheng Xiao only smiled. Mu Chi-Chi said nothing. She just held Mama Sheng's hand. I'll get the best designer in the world to design an engagement dress for Chi-Chi. From today onwards, she's half my daughter. Mama Sheng was very thorough in her work. So the Shen family was not dissatisfied with her. Even when Shen Jianchuan was in the hospital, she went there specially to reassure him. Shen Jianchuan was undergoing rehabilitation. Now he could speak freely. After hearing Mama Sheng's words, he smiled. To be honest, we know very well what the Sheng family is like. But my daughter went to the Sheng family. This is her choice. As her father, I can't stop her. I want her freedom. Mama Sheng smiled. If the Sheng family bullies Xiao-Chi one day, you don't have to doubt that I, as her father, would have no choice but to fall out with the Sheng family no matter what the old man does. The marriage between two big families, and Xiao-Chi is only 18 years old. These topics are enough to stir up the whole of Jianchuan. I only hope that the Sheng family can give her a sincere engagement ceremony. Mama Sheng knew Shen Jianchuan very well, so she told him honestly. I can't control others, but I can promise that I will not be biased toward Xiao-Chi, just like Sheng Xiao. As long as Chi-Chi is in the Sheng family, I will stand by her side and do my best to protect her. According to seniority, I should call you aunt. But Xiao-Qin, we have known each other for many years. I trust you. My only daughter is in your hands. Don't worry. Mama Sheng nodded. After leaving the Shen family, Sheng Xiao brought Mu Chi-Chi to the small mansion to meet Suzy Pei. Suzy Pei had not seen Mu Chi-Chi since she knew that they were going to be engaged. Now that she saw her, she hugged Mu Chi-Chi and cried. I never thought that this day would come so soon. Chi-Chi, you are only 18 years old. I never thought that you would marry into the Sheng family at 18 years old. Aunt, don't be like this. In the future, I won't be able to help you with your life. I just want to tell you that in my heart, you will always be my daughter. No matter when, the door of the villa will always be open for you. This will always be your home. Lu Wenhua told Sheng Xiao that he had bought the small mansion from Grandpa Sheng. Now the small mansion belonged to the Lu family. It was because Su Zipei did not want to leave this place. She wanted to stay here all the time. If one day, Mu Qiqi could not stay in the Sheng family anymore, she would still have a familiar place to stay. Aunt, I am still your Qiqi. I will never change. Su Zipei hugged Mu Qiqi and turned to Sheng Xiao. Young Master Sheng, over the past few days, there have been people constantly reminding me, threatening me and beating me up. It's all because of this little thing. Aunt, you should know better than anyone how much I care about this little thing. It was rare for Sheng Xiao to say such warm words. Su Zipei nodded with tears in her eyes. I understand. That's good. But the person she loved the most in her heart was about to get engaged. Su Zipei felt sad when she had to send her away. All right, you're also pregnant. Crying for too long will harm your health. Lu Wenhua saw Su Zipei was sad, so he quickly comforted her. Mu Qiqi was surprised when she heard what he said. Aunt you. I didn't have time to tell you. I am an old woman now. That's good. Mu Qiqi quickly helped Su Zipei to sit down. Mu Qiqi and Sheng Xiao stayed in the small mansion for the night. It was the first time that Mu Qiqi and Sheng Xiao stayed in the same room in front of Su Zipei. At night, the two of them lay on the bed in Mu Qiqi's old room. Mu Qiqi lay on Sheng Xiao's chest and giggled. Looking at the time, Aunt and Uncle had sex before we registered. If you want to see me more, we can stay here before we get engaged. Sheng Xiao kissed her forehead and said, Then are we going to stay with Sheng Xiao after we get engaged? Mu Qiqi asked Sheng Xiao. No need. Mom is already preparing a new place for us, Sheng Xiao replied. Shangting University is quite good. It's close to the school. No. It's not convenient to have a private bodyguard there, Sheng Xiao said to Mu Qiqi with a complicated expression. You are my little one. I must protect her with all my might. He knew the Sheng family too well. The security guards could easily open the back door for the Sheng family in the villa near Shangting University. So he needed a separate villa for surveillance and protection. Mu Qiqi would not understand it now. And he did not want her to understand it now. What do you mean? Listen to me. Listen to your husband. Do you understand? Mu Qiqi's heart was filled with sweetness when she heard the word husband. Chapter 247. The 18-year-old Mu Qiqi had won Sheng Xiao's heart and entered the Sheng family. She was about to become the legendary crown princess. When the news spread, it became a hot topic in Jianchuan. Huang Yao had beautified Mu Qiqi in public relations. They had also done a lot of publicity and activities. Papa Sheng had completely regarded his son's engagement ceremony as an important publicity tool. Not only that, he even called Sheng Xiao into his office the next day. The father and son rarely sat together to talk about personal matters. Of course, in Sheng Xiao's heart, there was no place for him as a father. Qiqi is just a little girl. You should coax her. She is the daughter of the Shen family after all. But you should understand your grandfather's intention. Qiqi is still young. You still have a few years to think about it. When the time comes, you can tell me if you don't like this girl. You will know how to deal with the aftermath with old Shen. She is just a girl. Don't take her seriously. It is a man's talent to put on a show. Sheng Xiao knew what his father was thinking, but he never cared about what his father thought. As long as his little one entered the Sheng family, he would only chase others out of the Sheng family. If anyone dared to touch his people, he would immediately disown them. As for your wife, I will keep an eye out for you. You can take a look at her from time to time. Qiqi is good, but she can't help you much after weighing the pros and cons. If there is nothing else, I will leave now. Sheng Xiao did not want to talk nonsense with the old man. If you have the time to find a woman for me, you should focus on improving your performance. Huang Yao's quarterly report will be out soon. Papa Sheng's face darkened. You bastard. Sheng Xiao did not say anything. He walked out of Papa Sheng's office. Jing Yun was waiting at the door of the office. When he saw Sheng Xiao coming out, he quickly went up to him. Young master, Madam has asked me to find you a new place to live. I've already found a few villas. You can choose one before I report to Madam. Put the documents on my desk. Sheng Xiao said coldly. I've already released him. But what other unpleasant things did the CEO say? Just tell him I am not around when he comes to me. Sheng Xiao turned to Jing Yun and instructed. Also, report to me if you find out that he has taken a liking to a rich young lady. I'm going to nip all his plans in the bud. Understood. And young master, the entertainment magazines are using Miss Chi-Chi as a celebrity. She must be feeling a heavy burden. After hearing this, Sheng Xiao stopped in his tracks and thought for a moment. Buy that magazine, and donate the land to build public toilets for the country. It's time to give back to society. It is time to repay society. With those words, Jing Yun turned and was about to leave his office, but before he left he said meaningfully, Young master, you must protect Miss Chi-Chi. Sheng Xiao did not say anything. Instead he looked at Jing Yun. Sheng Xiao did not say anything, but he gave Jing Yun a look. Sheng Xiao looked at the villa information on the table, and immediately opened it. He had to make sure that it was the safest and most confidential place, before he let Cheer move in. The news of their engagement had spread like wildfire. Lu Qianqian had also taken some time to meet Mu Chi-Chi for tea at a cafe near the school. However, Mu Chi-Chi was too famous now. That was why people would talk about her wherever she went. Lu Qianqian felt uncomfortable. But Mu Chi-Chi was calm. Lu Qianqian was not amused. You are acting like the crown princess now. It is always good to get used to it. Have you booked the time? Lu Qianqian asked enviously. Maybe next week or next month. Then I can help you to calm down backstage. But you know I won't be there. I don't want to be a burden. Lu Qianqian said self-deprecatingly. Qianqian, it is good that you understand. You are my best friend. I am the happiest when you and the crown prince get engaged. Lu Qianqian was tearing up. She held Mu Chi-Chi's hand. You and the crown prince must be together. That will give me the courage to move forward. Mu Chi-Chi's heart ached. She did not care what the outside world thought of her. But she did not want her best friend to be humiliated under the spotlight. Where is Lin Muin? Have you not contacted him recently? Lu Qianqian wiped her tears and smiled. That coward. Don't mention it. We have not contacted each other for a long time. Mu Chi-Chi did not say anything else. She walked up to Lu Qianqian and hugged her best friend. You will meet the best. I believe so too. They sat in the cafe for a long time. Then, Mu Chi-Chi returned to the little mansion. But Sheng Xiao was already home. He was with Su Zipei, discussing how to make the simplest chicken soup. Mu Chi-Chi's eyes turned red when she saw that. Do you dare to eat my chicken? Sheng Xiao leaned on the sofa and asked Mu Chi-Chi solemnly. I will be very supportive. Mu Chi-Chi stopped crying and smiled. Sheng Xiao nodded and followed Su Zipei. No one knew what they were talking about in the kitchen. This man was fighting in the market during the day. But when he came home, he behaved like this. The Sheng family would be very surprised if they saw him. After dinner, the man took out a photo of the new house and said to Mu Chi-Chi, Jing Yun found this place. Take a look and see if you like it. Sheng Xiao was sitting on the sofa. Mu Chi-Chi was sitting in the gap between his legs. He was hugging Mu Chi-Chi from behind. Mu Chi-Chi took the photo and looked at it. What's so special about it? It's called Jing Ting. It's very private. And it has a comprehensive security system. Sheng Xiao answered. It meets all my requirements. Then I'll listen to you. Mu Chi-Chi smiled and kept the photo. When Sheng Xiao heard that, he turned her neck and kissed her lips. Mu Chi-Chi was stunned. Aunt and the others are here. It's so late. They should have gone to bed. This man was shameless just for a bite of meat. Why would he care about the place? But Mu Chi-Chi stared at the door of Su Zipei's room the whole time. She was afraid that the old couple would come out. It would be embarrassing. But because of the secret thrill, they were more comfortable than ever. But when they returned to the room, Mu Chi-Chi hid in Sheng Xiao's arms, and felt that she could not show her face at all. This man was really hateful. Chapter 248. Soon the date of their engagement was confirmed. It would be held half a month later. Mama Sheng had drafted the guest list as soon as possible. But when she handed it to her husband and Grandpa Sheng rejected many of the big shots on the list. Of course, it was not that they did not want to give Sheng Xiao face. But they felt that it was not necessary to make this event look like a wedding. If they invited everyone, it would be embarrassing if they broke up. They only needed a few people to answer to old Shun. After all, the two families had been friends for many years. They could not embarrass the Shun family. Mama Sheng did not agree, but Papa Sheng immediately stopped her and pulled her back to his bedroom. What do you want to do? How grand do you want to be? I have given you enough face. There are no restrictions, but you have to listen to me about the guests. How grand can it be if there are no guests? Mama Sheng laughed. I won't look for you for this matter. I'll go straight to eighth brother and see if our son agrees. It's just an 18-year-old child. The Shun family has given him enough face. What else do you want? Mama Sheng did not talk to her husband anymore, because she knew it was impossible to communicate with him. So she called Sheng Xiao. Son, I have time tonight. Let's meet. In fact, Sheng Xiao already knew that this would happen. After all, he was the only one who cared about Cheer. If old Sheng really wanted to, he would have wanted to meet his granddaughter-in-law a long time ago. However, old Sheng did not even mention a word about it. In other words, he did not care who his fiancée was. Sheng Xiao looked at the guest list Mama Sheng sent and put it down. Just do as the old man said. Son. By the way, I have a guest list here. With that, Sheng Xiao took out the list from the drawer of his desk. Take a look. Mama Sheng took it doubtfully. Then her frown eased. That's more like it. You have already thought about it, haven't you? You have to prepare for a rainy day to deal with those old fogies, don't you? Sheng Xiao asked Mama Sheng. Mom, I know that Qi is not valued by the Sheng family. So, it is inevitable that I will fight with my family. You must be prepared. If you really treat Chi-Chi like this for the rest of your life, I'll have to thank the gods. Mama Sheng was afraid that Sheng Xiao would abandon her. After all, the girl had given him everything. Sheng Xiao said nothing else but chuckled softly. Did you invite all these people? Jing Yun has already contacted them one by one. And I've called a few of them who hold extraordinary positions last night. They're all friends. And they're willing to do me the honor. Over the years, Sheng Xiao had traveled all over the world, and his network was not built for nothing. It was not a problem to invite a few American tycoons, a French winery tycoon, and a Danish prince. When the time comes, both the Shun families and Sheng Zhao's guests would arrive. Who would be embarrassed if Grandpa Sheng's guest list was so shabby? Then I'm not worried. Mama Sheng nodded, but looked at Sheng Xiao with a deep gaze. She knew very well that no one in the Sheng family could match her son in terms of tactics. Even so, they had lived in harmony over the years, but Chi-Chi's appearance seemed to have broken that balance. Don't think too much, Mom. It would come to this sooner or later no matter who it is. No wonder you told me that you would let me meet my daughter-in-law in 3 months. You really kept your promise. Sheng Xiao raised a brow, his smile confident and flamboyant. Wasn't he always like that? Since you've picked a house, I'll prepare it for you as soon as possible. You can move in after your engagement. And 2 bodyguards. Mama Sheng nodded in agreement. I'll prepare everything for you. Sheng Xiao, I'm standing with you for Chi-Chi. Don't disappoint me. Then why are you standing on Chi-Er's side? Sheng Xiao asked his mother, looking intrigued. Mama Sheng thought about it and finally answered. I have a feeling that you would fight us to the death for her. That's not a feeling. It's real. That's why it's your son's life. Don't touch it. Mama Sheng was stunned. She never knew that her son could be so possessive, and did not know if it was good or bad for Chi-Chi to be with him. But she hoped that she was doing the right thing. After Mama Sheng left, Sheng Xiao stared blankly at the guest list his mother had given him. There was no other reason than that he had the urge to avenge his little one. This old man was hiding something. Did he think that he did not know what he was planning? But he was not in a hurry. He still had a lot of time in the future. After the date of the engagement was announced, both the Sheng and Shen families started to prepare. Grandpa Shen was very satisfied when he got to know Sheng Zhao's guest list. So he invited all his good friends to the banquet. He was doing this to support his granddaughter and cheer her on. Although Grandpa Shen's good friends did not expect that the Shen family would unite with the Sheng family through marriage, because of the difference in seniority. What could they do when they met two devils? Grandpa Shen had already thrown away his dignity. In the past few days, the matter between Mu Qiqi and Sheng Xiao was not just a hot topic. It was a huge blow to Lin Muan, because he had already predicted in his heart that the two of them would never get together, because the background and culture of the two families were very different. Moreover, there was a gap in their seniority. So, he had long thought that the two of them would part ways one day. But he never expected that they would get engaged. Because of that, Mu Qiqi and Sheng Xiao were about to get engaged. As a young master of a rich family, there were not many people who could marry whoever they wanted. They never had the freedom to do so. That was why he drew a clear line between him and Lu Qianqian. Because he had never thought that there would be someone who could overcome the restraints of the world. In the past few nights, he had thought about it a lot and kept tossing and turning. He had to figure out what he was afraid of losing and what he wanted. And Lu Qianqian's sweaty face kept appearing in his mind. He could not get it out of his mind no matter how hard he tried. That feeling was too uncomfortable. Especially when old Lin told him that he was going to attend Mu Qiqi's engagement ceremony half a month later. He suddenly had an impulse and did something very stupid. He called the previous director and asked if he still had Lu Qianqian's number. After all, didn't he delete her number before this? When he got his phone back, he hugged it and lay on the sofa. He hesitated again, because he knew that little Pepper was really irritating. She might ignore him. She might even scold him for being a scumbag or a lunatic. But he just wanted Lu Qianqian's response. Chapter 249. He was very distressed, but he did not know that his phone was placed beside him and accidentally touched it. So he sent a message to Lu Qianqian. Are you having sex? Because every time he typed a word on his phone, there would be some related words on it. So Lin Muan accidentally touched it and chose the related words. Then he sent the message. After a while, his phone received a message. Lin Muan picked it up and was shocked. You pervert. Are you crazy? Do you want to be beaten up? When Lin Muan saw this line, all his coolness was gone. He was touched, because Lu Qianqian finally replied, although it was a beautiful misunderstanding. Yes, Lu Qianqian felt very complicated through the screen. She had not contacted him for a long time. Now, she suddenly contacted him again. She actually felt like she had lost him and found him again. How could a scumbag like Lin Muan be worthy? Eat sh*t. Let's keep in touch. I also want to try causing trouble. After Lin Muan replied, he put down his phone. He finally got rid of his annoyed mood. He whistled and went to take a shower. He did not want to do things step by step anymore. He did not want to listen to orders anymore. He did not want to contact that little Pepper anymore. When Lu Qianqian saw this, she also threw away her phone in annoyance. This scumbag. Was he still angry? But for some reason, the corner of her mouth was secretly curling up. After the date of the engagement ceremony was set, the most important thing for Mu Qiqi now was the gown she would wear for the ceremony. Mama Sheng really hired a top international designer to tailor the gown for Mu Qiqi. Of course, Sheng Zhao's gown also needed to be matched. They took the night off and went to the boutique. But the designer was a little surprised when he saw Mu Qiqi was still so young. After listening to the shop assistant's explanation, he gave Mu Qiqi a thumbs up. An 18-year-old bride. You are really amazing. Now almost everyone in the world called Mu Qiqi an 18-year-old bride. Some of them were envious, while others were simply sarcastic and jealous. Sheng Xiao sat on the sofa and hugged Mu Qiqi. His posture was not easy to get along with. It gave people a dangerous feeling of alienation. Mu Qiqi did not say anything. But Sheng Xiao said to the shop assistant, change the designer. Crown Prince, this is. What he said made me very unhappy. I don't care what you say behind my back, but if you can't control your mouth in front of me, you will have to pay the price. I heard your translation just now. The shop assistants were dumbfounded. Their expressions were even uglier than crying. Crown Prince, please forgive us. These people are just trying to make a living. It's not easy. Since you know it won't be easy, then don't take advantage of it. After Sheng Xiao said that, he stood up with Mu Qiqi. The measurements are done. I want to see the design in 2 days. Remember, change the designer. Mu Qiqi couldn't help saying, Xiao Xiao, those words aren't that bad. Besides, don't you get tired of doing that all the time? You're still trying to act innocent after taking advantage of me? Sheng Xiao glanced at her. If I don't show my attitude earlier, they will think that I'm really just playing around. Mu Qiqi said nothing. She simply hugged Sheng Xiao's arm. After all, she was about to become a young bride that everyone envied. Even so, she knew very well that she would only have Sheng Xiao after she joined the Sheng family. Not even Mama Sheng could fully care for her. That was why Sheng Xiao did everything he could to establish her authority and protect her. It was all because he wanted to tell others that his people were not to be touched. Mu Qiqi said nothing, but Sheng Xiao understood her silence. Are you tired? I'm tired for you. Mu Qiqi said helplessly. I didn't do anything. Especially not for you. You'll know if I'm tired later. Sheng Xiao's words had a double meaning. He brought Mu Qiqi to Jingting. Since it would be their long-term residence, Sheng Xiao brought Mu Qiqi here to check out the place. This yard has decades of history. Several generations have lived here, but it's well protected because it's often renovated. Mu Qiqi stood downstairs. She was about to say something when Sheng Xiao picked her up and walked into the villa. Xiao Xiao, I didn't let anyone touch the furnishings inside. I asked Mom to change the bed and sheets. Let's try it out now. Hey! Mu Qiqi wanted to resist, but she was stunned when she entered the new house. The bathtub was in the bedroom, and the entire house was filled with French romanticism. It looked like a noble's home. Actually, it's very depressing, isn't it? Sheng Xiao asked Mu Qiqi. He did not do anything when he leaned over and pressed Mu Qiqi down. Huh? The Sheng family and the outside world are giving you invisible pressure. Sheng Xiao explained, completing what he did not say. Mu Qiqi looked at Sheng Xiao seriously. But I still want to be by your side. I want to be your young bride. Cheer, I was very lonely when you didn't appear. It's only when you appeared that I feel that life is not so boring. That's why I'm holding you with all my might now, and not letting you go. You have your aunt, grandfather, and father. But I only have you. Mu Qiqi's heart ached at Sheng Xiao's words. Such a flamboyant man, a man who was like a god, was telling her that he was lonely. But she could understand Sheng Xiao's loneliness very well. The bigger the family, the less sincere they were. Even a small family was used, let alone a diamond empire like Huang Yao, who did not want diamonds in this world. So she kissed Sheng Xiao's lips. In my heart, you will always be the Sheng Xiao I have a crush on. The Sheng Xiao who brought me to the Ferris wheel, to the revolving restaurant, and to the tattoo shop. That's why I won't leave you easily. Even if the Sheng family is hell, I will go forward bravely for you. Good girl. Sheng Xiao kissed Mu Qiqi's neck. So, you can tell me directly if there is any problem with the Sheng family. I am your young bride. But my heart is not small. It can hold many things. But what if the Sheng family embarrasses you at the engagement ceremony? Then I'll embarrass them 10 times more than me. Mu Qiqi vowed. Because she firmly believed that a person's greatest wealth was themselves. She would not change herself for any reason. As long as there was a bottom line, she would never lose her principles when facing others. And to her, the Sheng family making things difficult for her was torturing Sheng Xiao. She would not be a naive girl who would endure everything. She had to protect Sheng Xiao too. You're tuning in to the Li Mei's Wuxia Whispers YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support. And don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.